H Choco's a little bit more aggressive, right? Having those power waves, having those like fire combos and setups. Oh, we're going to one of my favorite stages. This is Ryogi
Oops.
stage.
Oh, let's go.
I don't really have
Ryogi
too
stage
much of an
starts with
agenda for
E.
this. I don't know if anyone's watching, but
Versus
just
Showtime,
gonna
and on these
turn
stages
on the
it's
VOD
much
and
slower.
Oh, that's
see what we
so
got.
Yeah, anti-air. And it is the Ryogi versus Tonoshiki stage. So good.
Skella War against
Nice
Ryder. I
res X
know
on Ryder.
Skeleton won this one
That
at
air tech situation can be
each
so
episode,
scary.
I
Oh my
think.
god,
I think
from
they
the
played.
area
I don't
confirm
remember.
over Nania?
Insane play there. Good awareness by Ryder.
So
with the
weird
auto
hearing my
spark.
own voice watching this.
Oh, guys, the jumping, but no confirm there.
Turn it down a little bit more.
Power wave.
Turn it down on my end.
Yeah, and Skeleton getting a good hit confirm into the Joker.
Yep, looping these plus frames.
Oh,
Nice
good
preemptive
one.
JC.
Look at that hard knockdown.
Yeah, I'll
setup
go
by
off
the
and
air
stuff.
throw
I don't
cannons.
remember what the score of the set is. I want to say it was Tiro Skeleton.
Plus
Setting
water
up
heat.
that- Yeah, water heat.
The
One of
skeleton
best in
using
game.
the life
Obviously getting that
advantage,
defense
just
modifier
taking
too.
advantage of our space. Yo, what's good, Zay?
Oh no, you
Oh,
cannot
that's a
jump.
huge jump trap.
I feel like the
Weird for hard
loser side
knockdown.
was more interesting
Nice
than the
block on
winner
the
side,
overhead
but
mix-up.
I don't know. Just gonna kind of.
Okay, there's the wheel kick.
This is
Oh my
the
God,
recent
up back from
one.
Skeleton, but Ryder chasing.
I don't think Skeleton was playing Wara
just
much
blocks
in
it all the
bracket
way
at the time
out.
of the previous
J8.
one. But I'm just starting from like the whole top 8
Ultra ace
on
right
winner
on.
side.
Hold up, he got auto spark. He has 2 hits to give right now.
That was a
bait
sick
on the
bait from
heat.
Ryder.
This should be it. Ryder.
Depending on how this one goes, I might just skip to the
50
next
seconds.
set because I feel like a lot of what
Gotta get a hit,
happens
get
in
the
this set
orb.
was pretty
Flush
straightforward.
right
But
down.
Combo right away.
I don't know.
There are
We'll
nerfs
see what's
going on
up.
right now.
I love
How
Ryder just
long
playing
is
right around
this
that
one?
orb.
Oh my
being
gosh,
like,
this
yeah,
is
you can't
over
hit
an
me.
hour. You know what? I am
Wow.
gonna skip to the loser
me
side.
insert that.
I'm not
Insert
trying to
that.
spend
Oh.
all night here.
I was placing your H coma.
Okay, you know, I was
Seasat
saying,
Zero.
I
I
mean,
was really
people
surprised
are
seeing the
picking
Ace of
better
Siroa,
characters.
but I think
This
like
show is
earlier
a
that
better
day he
character.
said something about wanting a
Like
character
Shinobi says,
that
this
just
is
like
what
gets
he
to
and I
run
have been
Godoki.
waiting
I
for
really hope he
like a
sticks with
decade
this
plus.
character.
We're-
'Cause
we're
honestly, people
tired
gotta
of
be
these
picking good
love
characters
hits. We're
right
picking
now.
The top tiers. I am tired.
Nice
Okay,
defense.
Orby
I feel like that
played.
was definitely
Vacuum
character discomfort there,
hands.
just like not knowing what to do in the situation, and then capitalizing because you're in the
Okay,
air.
time to guess. This is a cross up.
Nice
Yes.
shield.
If I remember correctly, a lot of this match was
Okay,
kind of
Here we go.
just Satsuki doing Satsuki stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, I hope he does because like in the time that he
We
kind
do
of
have
took a
Max, so
break
we can
around like
survive
after
it.
last con,
Katsushino Heavy, I
like
think
a
he'll
lot of
cover.
people have been picking better characters. I know Nick's been playing more C
Seasat's
Koha.
easy reversal.
You know,
Oh,
Skeletons
Gamble's
trading
on the
up from
ground
C
tech.
Coma.
Down, but
Which
overhead.
definitely says a lot too because C Coma's
sometimes
offense
that's
is
gonna be
pretty
tough
good,
to
but I feel
react
like
to.
his other weaknesses have been
Slide
showing
over.
a lot more lately.
Yeah,
And
I
like
think
when
these top
characters
tier
like
characters
Satsuki
show
out
them
here
a
running
different
around, like
Yeah.
might want to pick a
Plus
character
range.
that does
Oh,
a
nice way
little
to jump
a
out
little
of that.
more good
This
things in
looks like still
general
getting
than
used to
H
some of the
Coma,
Zero
unfortunately.
pressure.
Yeah, and If is noticing that Aces just wants to get out, right? Just wants to disengage, and he just
It's
keep
like
pressing
strong
the
competition
issue,
in an
gets
unbalanced
opening.
game, you know.
Oh, time to guess.
Yeah,
Oh,
Satsuki
no,
keep
yes.
stuff.
Oh,
That was crazy.
mistimed
Can't believe
the
that ended up working
unblockable
out.
setup.
Yeah, that is an unblockable chat, and that is on scale 5K. By the way, you gotta.
I
hold that.
yeah, I think that is a pretty hot take, but yeah,
there's
I
all
agree.
these.
I think Koma's also
Now
kind of one of those
it's changed
cases
quite a
where
bit.
like realistically the strength of each of his moons is kind of like relatively even because I feel like in terms of what the character is going to make you do, he's like every moon is vaguely making you do the same thing except for F with the mix-ups
Actually, it looked like
where
we went
like
for
in
shield a
neutral,
little bit too
you know, it's the
early,
character's
that's
got to
game.
move around and hit you.
Going
I
for
really
it,
know what
okay,
else to say.
okay, you know, my role is pretty green still.
I think that's kind of the thing that
H
gatekeeps all of the Komas is like
Thank you so much.
having to be normal, and then H not having the dive. I think H not having the dive kick actually does hurt a lot though. Especially against some of the characters like Alco who could give him a hard
No, we're
time,
going
like
to the
having
Yig
that extra
power-up
avenue
stage.
to approach or like clear orbs and stuff.
Yeah, I gotcha.
The hit stage. Oh, here we go. Look at that beautiful.
Yeah, that's
damage.
for sure. Definitely like with the frame data on his pressure in general, like that pressure is so suffocating. I personally like haven't labbed against it, and I feel like until I lab against it, like that shit's gonna feel terrible
It's
forever.
so messed up
Or, like,
for
terrible to
Satsuki
defend
just to
against.
make like an awful delay.
I don't know if I would say that
Like,
F's
full
mix-up
edge
is like
properly.
sort of. I guess it like kind of is because you know like largely left right.
So far,
But then when you throw command grab in the mix, I think it
Is Infi
levels it
ready
up
for
a
this
good amount
offense, though?
compared to like you know
Exactly.
basic
And look at
HG on
that,
just doing whip into left
180.
right or something.
Yeah, wow,
Sometimes you gotta
fast
believe,
ace
man.
crash. For real. I mean, sometimes it really just
That's
matters
true,
if you're
yeah.
comfortable
Losing a
on
lot
your
of damage
character.
definitely hurts.
Drops the 5A link after.
I think like overall it does kind of round itself out.
But does not get anything. Yeah, and there's a delay.
Yeah.
The drop. America
But then,
makes
like,
it
yeah.
and gets the delay
It's
this time,
like
proving
kind of
me
one of
wrong.
those things where I feel like how you rate each of the moons with each other ends up being a value judgment, but like at the end of the day, the main shared property is just like,
That was the bite.
okay, like they gotta get in on neutral and then they gotta interact on offense.
Nice bait on the
So yeah, I see where you're coming
Good call
from.
out. Look at his beautiful DP punish.
Because like if you're gonna have to interact on offense, having the threat of being able to leverage things like that 6-2-3 goes really well with that slow command grab there. I feel like that's a lot of what makes that work for aces there.
1-to-1 jump. Dude, that was pretty quick. Even
That
though
and
his
also
ace
it
combo
definitely
does not do
feels
any
like you
damage.
see like Inf
Yep.
has no clue what this
I mean, it
character
just
is
goes
about
to
to
show
do to
how
him
well
in the
Aces
corner.
knows his
Like,
character, right?
oh shoot, I
Suffocating
tabbed
Inf under
out.
this pressure is
Like the defensive options I feel like we see from Inf definitely show like, okay, you are not experienced fighting this character.
nice bait on the
Like
DP.
straight up 2-2 on Koma, I get it. It's like layer 1, you gotta see what happens. But like yeah,
You ready for
plus
Coma pressure?
not ready for
No, we
that.
are not.
Yeah.
Though I feel like there is kind of a tell in that like a lot of those moves that are slow hit with force like that end up being plus.
1-to-1 jump. Dude, that was pretty quick. Even though it's H coma and he's not doing any damage.
Yep. I mean, it just
I
goes
feel
to
like the
show how
more
well
I
Aces
watch too,
knows
I
his
do see what you
character, right?
mean. Where like being
Suffocating
able to
Inf
like
under this
maintain
pressure. Is Inf
offense
gonna be able to
is a
adapt
really
defense
valuable
and-
asset in this game.
It's a 6AA, by the way. One of the best tools that H coma has. That, like,
But
6AA
personally, I
is
also
one of
feel
the
like
best in the game.
yeah, definitely
Oh, gonna go
shieldable.
for this nasty
I feel like
4-way mix.
consistency of
Time to
damage
guess.
also matters a lot in like being able to play a kind of game where you like get a solid hit that either gets you a solid lead or brings you back from like a negative position, and that lets you play less committally in general to maintain your position.
Oh, it was not
Yeah,
ready.
no reversal on that one.
Yeah, for sure.
5 frames too sleep.
That's definitely what makes his pressure so like oppressive, and Asus is so good at that.
All that life is back, and the overhead, nice delay.
One of the rarest. Oh my god, he did damage. Yeah, that's one of the best starters that he could ask for. Nice tag.
Yeah, her bar is so crazy.
High right now. Another 2-2. Oh, but drops it. Doesn't matter.
Satsuki. Watching CSATs is like so hard sometimes because like when it gets to this situation, there's not even much to like break down. It's just like
Oh, sorry, cross low.
mix up and then it hit.
Dude, it is so tough.
Sometimes you just gotta know. Oh, try
And I
to
think
armor
Inf
through, I
does
like
so
the
well because
idea.
he's pretty good at rotating the mix-up options and like
Oh, we got gamer routes.
defaulting to low a lot of the time because a lot of people are susceptible. That EX cancel was crazy. That was great reactions. And I feel like I wonder what else could have happened instead of backdash, but I feel like that's kind of like a feels like a rehearsed situation from Inf's end where like you know someone wants to backdash against 2-2 because it's pretty big and it's annoying as fuck. And then like yeah, you just EX cancel it. Oh, for sure. I think it was last midweek Kai was pointing out like, yeah, every mix-up for Inf is just hitting and he's just like good at rotating it. We were talking about kind of when people say like the half meme, not really meme of like
There's that 5A6A you were talking about.
do good mix, like Inf do be doing good
And
mix.
sealed off the auto burst.
Oh, no, but drops it again. Dude, Ace drops
Yeah, that EX cancel OS is sick. It reminds me a lot of the chase one with the 2-2B into 6-2-3C. Catch people jumping.
That is the confirm, just keep it simple. Yeah.
Yep. Looked like Inf wanted that falling air shield there.
And I feel like if your aces on that end over here, wherever that happened, right? Where it's like, it's kind of just being aware that, yeah, this character has a really good option for catching that. So you kind of either have to stay spaced out already to handle that 2-2B and play around it, which is tough because then you're like telegraphing it so hard. Or just like, do you even have, what was the knockdown here? I guess maybe,
Oh, we got gamer
yeah, you
routes.
can't really get a safe jump off of that, I'd imagine. Maybe if you're that close.
EX cancel to call out the backdash.
That was insane gaming right now, bro. It's crazy.
Damn, it's crazy looking at this character and thinking about that situation and just being like, I guess her defense is really good.
Right?
Yeah, there's that 5A, 6A you were talking about.
Dude, he did it again.
Especially with the character swap in this one, I feel like it's hard to break down some of like the player habit adaptations that could have been made within the set, just because it's like, it's Satsuki, it's moving fast, right? Like, that last round was just mix up into mix up.
Clutch opportunity.
Yeah, good pressure, iterating on jumping out this time.
That is the confirm, just keep it simple. Yeah.
Yep. Looked like Inf wanted that falling air shield there, you know, playing the meta a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a strength of Satsuki's too. Like, I feel like if C-Sats, it's any Satsuki really, but especially C because of her 5A, if she's just like on the ground, it's like, damn, that's scary.
Of course. Drops the ender, doesn't matter.
Yeah, makes
Dude, this is so annoying for
again?
Yeah, like he could
right,
kill
which
you,
to
like,
me
he-
shows just like
like,
general
the
player
combo's
strength
so
too.
tough.
It's like
The
I
combo
feel like that
like
when you
Flash
look at this character at a high level more is just what she
Check
should be
who's
doing.
now,
It's the
who's
more
dropping
stable
combos, bro.
strategy.
All the- check.
And it just shows.
If I cannot do combos if I hit you 4 million times, man.
I think you're right, but like also implementing something like a T2A anti-air is pretty tough. I think like you're pretty exceptionally good at using the 623 on Akiha, but that's also pretty tough too, you know, especially because you have to be mindful of the horizontal spacing. Feels like one of the things that you develop an awareness for over time.
Yeah, we saw the Tono come out at Con last year.
Oh, yeah,
against
you're on?
Josh's CB, I wonder how much of it is a player matchup pick as well.
Yeah, dude,
This was interesting. I kind of wonder why Alps picked Tono over Nania here. Maybe I should ping him and ask him sometime. I would imagine. I know that when he picked it against Josh, he really liked having the dive kick from Tono, but I don't think I saw. I don't think we saw the dive kick come out this set. So I don't know if
Nice
maybe it
check
was
with the
just the
JA,
health.
but you're back in the corner against F Akiha. I wonder how much of the pick two could.
But
just
you
use
and
a
Alps
little
have
bit more
probably
health.
played a ton at this point, right?
That too,
Ooh,
like,
red. Almost
good
dead.
combo.
All right, Seamoon Max mode.
That
what are we
JC
gonna
was
see?
sick.
Yeah, I don't feel like this
I'm
match
like
is gonna
10
go
seconds
time
late saying
quite a bit.
that.
What a 2C.
Or, I mean, anything getting close to time is definitely. At Seamoon Max mode, what are we gonna see?
Yeah,
Kind
I- I
of
don't
interested
feel
in
like
this
match is
pressure
gonna go time.
sequence. Right, that makes sense, yeah.
Quite a bit. What?
Mode, what are we gonna see?
Yeah, I don't feel like.
But
this
like,
match
I
is
wonder
gonna go
why
time.
that is.
Quite
You
a
know what
bit.
I mean?
2C.
Like, what function of Tono makes
Or, I
that
mean,
possible
anything getting
compared to
close
Nania?
time is definitely Akiha favored. See,
Because I'm imagining in a situation like this, right? You get that stray hit, which I guess Tono is a lot better at enforcing here. Just from the way this
I don't
character
feel
can
like
run
this match is
pressure,
gonna go
right?
time. Quite a bit. What a 2C.
I think it
I mean,
meshes
anything
really
getting-
well with like Alp's pace of running pressure too.
This match is gonna go to time. Quite a bit. What a 2C.
Interesting. That makes
I mean,
sense.
anything
I guess I
getting
haven't
close
watched
to
enough
the
Alps
time,
to like
quite a
understand the
bit. What a
defensive
2C.
habits. Nor you really,
Or, I
because
mean,
I mostly
anything
just
getting
watch
close to time
tournament
is definitely
sets.
Akiha favored.
2C.
Or, I mean, anything getting close to time is definitely Akiha favored.
And I
See
like the
Tono
way
out
you're
of-
varying the movement here
anything
out of the
getting
corner,
close to
especially because like what's Tono gonna do
Go to
except to
time.
be
Quite a bit.
right
What a 2C.
about where you're moving and
Or, I mean,
challenge
anything
the same
getting
height.
close to time is definitely Akiha.
I feel like that super jump 9 was
What
pretty
a 2C.
committal to try and
Or, I mean,
catch it
anything
when
getting close to time is definitely Akiha
maybe even
favored.
just
See
a
Tono
neutral
not
jump
exactly
here
known for his damage.
or a J7.
Anything getting close to time is definitely.
Because like F
What a
Akiha,
2C.
when you're trying to escape the corner here, right? You're relying on kind of fainting out. Yeah, it's true. J22C probably pretty nice to have in this matchup. But like I don't know Nania well enough to know how the teleports might interact. Oh, that's true, yeah. Especially with the way that you play the character. That was my first instinct. I think I said it on commentary here too, where like maybe it's because of the health, because of the Akiha timeout game. But then does that not even out a little bit with Nania? I guess it's kind of player choice, right? Nania getting a little more damage per touch compared to Tono just having more health. Like, would you rather take more hits or need fewer hits?
Or, I mean, anything getting close.
Like, I think this is where like the weakness of a character like Tono shows, right? Is you also kind of have to rely on your movement to get out here. Ops kind of trying to scout, trying to meet you in the air, but you just did a super jump 9, so like you're pretty clear there.
Akiha favored. See Tono not.
And I feel like gave up a little too much positioning here with this backdash. Maybe was expecting that
Anything
super
getting close
jump
to
out.
time is definitely Akiha favored. See, Tono not exactly known for his damage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
clean
he
anti-air.
can do good damage, but it really depends on the hit. It's like very specific.
And like
Yeah.
anti-airs like this, I feel
Well,
like are the shit that's
he
so
can do good
important,
damage,
but
it really
like
depends on the hit.
really
It's like very
hard to
specific.
implement.
And
Takes a
he's
lot of
pretty hard,
awareness.
right? He has some of the hardest routes. Oh baby, do it, do it, Alps. The one finger.
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
So close.
And like I kind of see the rationale. Like I come from playing a lot of the normal characters like this. I've played a lot of H Tono too. So like I kind of get the rationale, but these are plays I feel like when I make them, it's because okay, I don't know how to like what my ranges are. I'm gonna be extra safe. But I feel like especially if you are fighting a character like F Akiha, you don't want to give her any time to potentially move, right? Because like your threat in getting out of the corner is also meeting with buttons, and the timer is working in her favor unless you have a really big lead. And I don't think Alp's lead is big enough here to not be afraid of chip.
Tono not exactly known for his damage.
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely Akiha favored. See, Tono not exactly known for
We're
his
like, yeah, that's too much space to work with, and then you end up
Well,
in that
he-
situation.
Right, he has some of the hardest routes. Oh baby, do it, do it, Alps. The one finger.
These
Okay.
combos are so cool. I wish one of them got finished on
Got the
stream.
reset. Almost.
And Alp's first on the board.
Yeah, make Naruto proud, bro. You gotta land that combo at least once.
They're so sick. It makes me so sad playing H because like H
Up back, get out of there.
like doesn't really have conversion potential. I wonder, like Sanae had the starter of a couple, but also dropped parts of it when they were on stream for the one set.
Part of the kick, right? Like they actually whip punish.
Oh, that EX guard was so clean.
Clean EX guard, pushing Zale.
I really like the commitment to just like the raw super jump here, because I feel like even though you've represented the 623, saves jump to potentially bait it. There's a lot of time on the clock. Like, why not send it like this and then get the plus frames? Yeah, Alps Rider, like a lot of the upper level players, EX guards are getting like crazy. Skeleton too, of course.
Alps has been
That was such a good
EX guarding
JC
his way
placement.
out, so Alps has been EX guarding his way out.
That was so unfortunate that dropped.
Like very knows the rhythm where Say wants to press these buttons. Been working wonders right now.
Yep. Oh, but no.
These buttons.
I want to know what Alps is looking for a little bit over here, because I think that like representing IAD on your side here is so strong, but I feel like when you're defending against characters mid-screen, you either want to be looking for like, alright, I'm gonna backdash out or be ready to anti-air these. Because IAD is also so risky for you, right?
Yep. Oh, but no EX guards here, and now you're in the corner again.
Yeah, and I love the switch.
Yeah,
Like,
these EX guards are crazy.
Like now Zay is delaying
Sam.
the detonations, delaying the buttons, and you're seeing it. Now it's keeping. Now Zay is the.
But at the same time, I feel like if you're going for the EX guards, you probably want to be looking for an opportunity to like go for a 623 anti-air, unless he really thinks that you're about to like air shield it on something like here, right? Because once you get pushed out this far, like what are F Akiha's options, right? She's got to recommit around this range if she wants to. I guess like Pit helps prevent that, right? I lied. What am I saying? I totally forgot that Pit being there like invalidates playing defense to an extent. Makes playing defense a risk.
Yep. Oh, but no
But like
EX
Pit's
guards here,
gone
now you're in
there,
the corner
yeah,
again.
and then it gets reset. I totally forgot about that.
Where Say wants to press these buttons.
I'm like so looking. Yeah, that makes sense. I just like entirely lost sight of the
Oh, but no
fact that
EX
like
guards here,
okay,
now you're in the corner
it
again.
Yeah, and I love
it's
the
going to
switch.
make it really hard to know when to act.
Like now Zay is delaying the detonations, delaying the buttons.
But I feel like if you pick a character like Tono and Nania, and you're down backing in these situations, a really strong defensive game plan, even against a character like F Akiha, who's looking for the points to DP, right?
Oh, but no
Because
EX
like I'm
guards
looking
here,
at
now
what
you're
you're
in the
doing
corner
here,
again.
and you get to these points where at some point you want to pull up to keep enforcing a threat, right? Because you can stay far out,
Yep.
but if you do, you potentially give up a lot of time, especially to a character like Step Dash with a Step Dash.
Oh, but no EX scarves here, and now you're in the corner again.
Like right there, right?
Yep. Oh, but no EX scarves
Doesn't
here, and now you're in the
accomplish
corner
anything,
again.
but gets to at least see what you're looking for on the ground there. Yeah, that makes sense. Because I feel like that's... FAQ offense is so strong just because of the pit.
Yep.
But then, like, because that exists, I feel like you
Oh, but no
really
EX
want to
scarves
learn
here, and now you're in the
where the
corner again.
player wants to go for resets that are less safe. Like in a situation like this, pit is crazy, but I think you want to potentially challenge with like a late DP or maybe gamble on a shield or something here. Yeah, for sure. I mean, ripping DP too often in any situation. But I feel like when you're holding pressure for this long, right? Like, I guess it wasn't super long. It feels like a long time. Right, okay, like we're around 55 seconds here, right?
Scarves here, and now you're in the corner again.
Yeah, and I love the switch. Like,
You're getting chipped out like crazy.
The lane, the detonations, the lane, the buttons, and you're
Been
seeing
blocking
it.
for
Now it's keeping
close to
out in
20
the
seconds.
corner,
That was
but he
sick.
dashes to
Dash
A
2A.
in. Oh, tries to come
What
with
a
You can kind of
call
see what
out.
he might have
And
been
that
looking
chip was
for
starting
there.
to add up.
But he dashes to A in. Oh, tries to come with
What a call out.
Just trying to
And that chip
parse
was
like
starting to
what
add up
are like
already.
the other
Option just
options that
barely
you
has
can
the
have in
lead.
this situation, you know?
Like, that's why I'm saying this could go to time. Like,
Yeah, and late in the set, it kind of felt to me like frustration DPs. It didn't look like we're trying to beat stuff so much as like, oh, like I should be doing this or something, you know, just like a general desperation. I need to rip the DP.
Yeah, just trying to get whatever meter he can.
It is pretty, yeah, it is pretty. For a long set here.
Because like I feel like when you
saying,
don't
he's starting to
challenge
add up already.
earlier here, right? Like Alps gets that hit around here, but it's like that was 20 seconds almost, right, of blocking pressure. That drop is tragic because if that drop doesn't happen, then it can be a whole different situation. So I feel like this is where you also want to just take any amount of opportunity because when time is running low against FAQ, it's like, okay, now, unless you've made the gap pretty big, you want to play almost perfect because you need to avoid getting cornered and chipped, right?
Option is a good hit if he wants this round.
Aki almost feels like a boss character in a way.
I don't think he's gonna heat. I think he's gonna take it. Yeah, he's gonna try to scramble his way out.
It's like,
Yeah, just trying to get
or like not like a
It
fighting
is
game boss
pretty
character,
rough.
but like conceptually like the boss, where
Oh,
like
no damage. That round was over at 10
it feels like
seconds.
so much of how she can play is just like the threat of like, yeah, I could fuck
Nice
you up right
movement
now,
there. Way to sneak behind an F moon.
mogging you with health.
Okay. Oh, nice. Good block by Ops though. Moniga-san, nice time.
Plus frames. What's the web for here? Out of curiosity,
Moniga-san,
I don't
nice.
know that much about this move. Does that trap jumps? Yeah, the health almost makes the character, I would say. Like, I feel like her pressure is good, but I feel like the character as a whole changes a lot if she has, like, middle of the pack health, you know?
Time. Okay, trying to check any jump.
Oh, yeah, okay. That
from
makes
there.
sense,
Ops
yeah.
just holding down back.
Thank you.
And like, I'm good for now. I have good resources.
And to block all of this.
Yeah. Not a lot of damage, but starting to add up.
There it is.
What?
That's the kind of DP you need. Oh, that was such an unfortunate drop, too, especially when you have air counter hit.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. Are we gonna set it up? Yeah, don't tag. And let that pit, let my pit
Yeah.
grow.
And this is where that DP gets scary, but
And I feel like part of what makes this late here
Pit,
is
let
like
my pit grow. Are we gonna set it up? Yeah, don't tag.
when you've waited
And
this
let
long,
that
you've
pit,
represented
let my pit grow.
the challenge in one time, you can almost feel the desperation, right? Of like,
this is
I
where
need
that
to make
DP
something
gets
happen,
scary,
time
but
is running
Sage
out.
content to retreat. Both these players are so good at just backing off and being like, yeah, I'll just press my lead.
Oh, interesting.
Wanna
That makes
tag-
sense.
Like,
You have to hit me.
Where like, if you do the web, you'll catch that jump out. So basically, you're covering air ground, right? Between if you want to choose 2 and 4A, or choose or if you want to choose web, right?
Yeah, he needs to make a play.
Being like, yeah, I'll just press my lead.
What attack?
Like, you have to hit me.
Yeah, he needs to make a play, right? Because Zay's defense been pretty good there. There's the play. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean, DP trade one
Yeah,
of
that makes
Tono's
sense.
best starters.
Yeah, that is
Damn, so
Tono's,
defending against FAQ has a
niche,
lot about
and Naya does
understanding
not
the
have
player
much of
habits
defense.
of how they
What
want to run
player?
pressure.
And that is you.
Huh.
That's the blink.
Pick up, and that's the round.
There's 10 seconds. He has to heat. But
Yeah, and this
yeah,
is just
like
game
Zay
here.
knows.
Shield heat.
Felt like a crazy
timing.
hit.
Dude, he needs to make. He needs to
You get a hit, it can still happen, but you need to get this hit. Time is running out. It's not enough.
I think right here is something so many people, especially when talking in LFGNA, misunderstand about what it means to play for timeout. Where people are like, oh, if you play for timeout, you just like run away and stuff. But I feel like what you do so well here is like not just running away, but like you jump. And I think in throwing the ribbon here, it's such a way of being like, all right, I'm looking for you to jump at me, right?
Crazy time.
And like really preempting the desperation here where like you get away the one time
That's the round.
There's 10 seconds.
and just start playing very actively as a way of saying like, or
shield
I guess you get blasted away. But very actively being like, yeah, I understand that I have the lead right now.
Crazy time.
So just like stop the desperation of someone wanting to come back. Right. I think that's what happens a lot in the cases where you come back too.
Dude, he needs to make. He needs to
You get a hit, it can still
Where like
happen, but you
someone
need
makes
to
some
get this hit.
desperation play, but
Time
then
is
like
running
you're
out,
there
it's
to
not enough.
capitalize on it, right?
That was it.
Oh, for sure.
had
Console
it.
console was really
Say by, like,
definitely
2
really good at
pixels,
it.
but Alp's
I
sticking
think
with the Tono
console's
here.
like to
Yeah,
me the hallmark of
that's
console's
the-
play
that's the
too is the
Tono, honestly.
preemptive
I really like it.
J2Cs. His J2C placement is
I
so
think he
good.
needs to start.
It's
you know,
like so
because
easy to
nowadays
get
it's been
frustrated at that
difficult,
move,
like,
but I
he's
think
very
people don't
patient, right?
realize how
He's
good
not
that
gonna
guy
overextend,
is at using that
like, he doesn't
move.
need to. But he needs to start like trying to steal more turns, try to go for more throw baits.
That
all
was
going for the
what a
more
situation.
these.
Love when that
Oh,
happens.
punish. Yes. Keep it simple. Take the corner. Like right now, these hits, you know, they're very important because this is adding up, and now right now is up to Zay
Mini
to
X
get,
card. And
you know,
yeah, I
they're
feel
very
like this
important
is just one of the
this
points
is
where you
adding
see
up,
that
and now
Tono's
right now
where Tono's weakness is, right? Is like you have off that EX card, you've got so much to work with now in getting out.
up to Zay. You
But
know, they're very
also, I
important
think
'cause
if you
this
are
is adding
playing
up, and now
a
right
character like this, you got to be so
now
ready to
is
be
up
like,
to Zay.
you've got to have dialed in the response, which I think comes with one of the potential struggles of playing more than one character.
Keep it simple. Take the corner.
Is JB cancel? Yeah.
Like right now,
That
these
was so
hits,
unfortunate
you know,
too.
they're very important because this
It's
is
just the kind of stuff too that I think like is really tough sometimes to execute in the moment in tournament.
adding up, and now
Yeah, right here, right. I think when you play a character like Tono, you know that this
Right
is gonna
now-
happen on your pressure. Got to be dialed in with the response to like know that you
Up to
challenge
date.
right there, right? Like if someone wants to ID
you know,
after
they're very
looking that,
important 'cause this is adding up.
like I've kind of built this habit on H Tono where like if I press a spaced C normal
now-
here, I'm immediately looking for if someone
Right
IDs
now is up to Zay to get
to do
things
like
moving.
like
But
ready to
against
do
Zay,
like a
oh my
late
gosh.
DP.
Right now is up to Zay.
Because I think you just
to
have to be
get
ready to do
things
that
moving.
when you
What
play a
a
character like
JC,
this.
oh my
Some
gosh.
way of like
Is up to
trying
Zay.
to stuff someone
You
out
know,
for
they're
doing
very
this here.
important
But I
'cause
guess
this is
also he
adding
has a
up.
fat
Now,
lead
right
here.
now is up to Zay to get things very important 'cause this is adding
But I think you
up, and now
also
right
kind of have
now
to make up
is
your mind, right? Are you going to play defensively and keep your lead?
up to Zay.
Because like this, it's kind of unfortunate. Like you can totally tell what he's going for. But I think in the fact that like even you hit this, like it looks corny, but it's also just that your button is really good at doing that. And thus any attacker needs to be wary, right?
To get things moving.
Yeah,
What
no,
a
that makes
JC,
sense. Because
oh my
also,
gosh.
I mean, Frug is one of those characters where you have to do that too,
Nobody was
right?
ready
I
for
played
that.
that character a decent amount lately. Played her in
Yeah,
bracket
really
at
like-
Toledo a couple of Toledos ago.
Oh my. That was a glitchy pickup, man. I love those.
Very fun
Careful, the pin
character.
is down. Yep.
Nice EX
Damn, the
cards
EX cards
again.
are so good.
Yeah, and Alps, he knows he has the life. He can.
It's crazy
walk
how
away
much
with
the chip is already starting to
Right.
add up.
Or you can DP. Oh, look at the
Yeah,
meter
this is so
difference here
clean.
too.
it. Yeah. Okay, goes for that same side. That makes up not as strong as Naya, right? Kind of. Okay, goes for that same side. That makes
Oh, that looked like an accidental charge. I don't think that was on purpose.
up not as strong as Naya, right? Kind of reactable.
That felt like
But
a
still
hesitation on
something.
do I delay it or
I
not.
don't know what that was.
GP, but
Did you need to do that play?
that makes sense.
And yeah, this feels like a little bit of a frustration DP in that like you haven't
Did you need to do
represented
that play? 'Cause that was
wait
10 seconds,
like
and it's
something
a little closer
DPable
now.
immediately on wake up yet.
Save has
Get
to be-
hit.
Yeah, I mean, Alps can hold look how back.
Which I feel like is part of what makes your implementation of this character's pressure so strong, is like
Helps.
never letting wake up DP work because you
I
never
don't know
have to.
extension of that DP made it a little closer than he had to be, but managed to get that around by timeout. This is kind of what I was telling you, right? We're gonna go for time here because Citono on
Very
average
good
doesn't do
rotation.
the most damage, and obviously we have the highest defense character in the game right now on screen. Defense
Tragic.
monster.
Which feels kind of random too, you know. We got big guys like Nero and Koma here, but no, Akiha.
That was such a good
There's
2-2.
definitely like an inside joke about it. I don't.
Akiha, both the fattest.
Yeah, and I
thinnest
think like
character
it's
in the game
so
between
nice
this
too that
version
as a
of
character
Akiha.
like Avakia, you don't
Yeah.
even like Pit can effectively be your media if you really want it to.
Nice.
Oh, but Ikono and Max, nice pressure here.
And then it's pretty safe.
But like even if it is predictable,
I
like
really
there's
like
not
this
a huge
anti-escape
risk
attempt
to that,
by Zay,
right?
Honestly.
Yeah, pretty good option to call
Yeah.
out.
It worked out really well in game one, but Alps has adjusted. You saw him like delaying his button, so he just blocked. Quick block. Another throw.
Bold
Oh,
throw.
strike throw.
Oh, could be the lead for Zay here. Alps needs to make something happen now.
That should be it, and we're
Yeah,
gonna.
clean
We can win OTP.
JA.
Yes, yes.
Commentating this game
Zay.
sometimes is
Yeah, I like how
so
Alps is playing, but again, some
hard
minor
because stuff just like
overextensions.
happens
Oh,
really
that is
fast,
not
and
how you wanna
sometimes it'll
start
just be
this.
like instant
Oh,
adaptation,
worse.
and it's like you really don't physically have time to describe it.
She falls too fast.
Yeah. Alps
No,
is
for
mad,
sure.
so
Ensured
this
wake
one
up,
is
ensured
might-
offense in
yeah,
general is so
do a play
strong in
here.
like every game ever. Like Kain is
Oh,
ripping
no, we
people
can't be
in City of the
bursting
Wolves
like
right now
that.
because
You know
Orb
better,
is
bro.
like
You know
effectively the
better.
same kind of deal. Bison
yeah.
Bomb,
Oh,
Street
yeah.
Fighter 6. Ogre.
Nearly a perfect.
Husky player. That color. You got a color badge.
A rider on one of the most popular.
This like
alpha
rider
players
sets
to
too
ever
are
do
also
it.
so tough sometimes because
Oh,
he's so
classic
good
color
at
too,
adapting
but
very
Imp is the
quickly,
one
and it's
getting
like
started
you can
now.
only describe
Already a
fast
Sasuke
adaptations
hit
so
was
many
mixed.
times before
Nice block on the
you
Yeah.
need to catch
You need
up
a
way too far.
bunker. Oh my god, what a
Nice block on the empty low.
yeah. Immediate bunker.
Sasuke defense.
Oh my god, what a mash. Oh, by the way, this is on the park.
But like early in the set, I feel like you take
Oh
this
my
as
God,
what like information
block.
that okay, Satsuki's willing to
need
2C
a
on my
bunker.
pressure.
Oh my god, what a
Five
mash.
2C
Oh,
is
by the way, this is
so
on the park.
so
not in the
disgusting.
park. Don't get it confused. Chat.
True.
Time to guess. Oh, a little early on that Okizeme.
That was nice. People have been getting hit by that a
Okizeme
lot
is
lately.
slower than other characters, right? So you kind of have to time your stuff.
Yeah, Ryder's godlike.
That is still
Rider
blocked.
looking pretty locked in on defense, but I mean, you gotta get this hit.
Yeah,
That was such a
Pretty
good
locked in on defense,
preemptive
but I mean, you
JC
gotta
to
get
clear
this
the
hit.
orb by Inf.
yeah,
Just
There
not
it
being
is.
afraid to rip
Defense,
that.
but I mean, you gotta get this hit.
yeah. There it is.
A Valera
Yeah,
dash.
double. We'll just do it sometimes.
I love the combo with the Rakugan.
Yep. And there's the throws that we
Ryder's
had
offense is
previously,
so
maybe,
good.
You know, think about, oh, maybe I should do this to open up people. You know, think about, oh, maybe I should do this to open up people.
I really like this delay to let
So
the
maybe-
to like already
thinking about,
adapt
oh,
to
maybe I
like
should
okay,
do
we
this
saw
to open up
2C
people.
earlier, gotta try and trap the 2C. And I think part of that is like the player read on like okay, Inf might be the kind of player who's gonna like do something so long as it works. Yeah, the specialization in his character is so incredible.
Nice stagger
Nice
pressure.
stagger. Really?
Stagger
Nice
pressure.
Like that, I like the orb reset too, where like you want to trap the jump out because you know you're too far for 2C.
Really playing around the Satsuki 2C threat.
Just keeping the lead.
And right now, Ryder, you know, he's throwing a lot of things.
Because I think this is
conditioning,
the only point where you
forcing
could say
Inf to make a
Satsuki has
play,
a
and there-
weakness, right?
he's throwing
Time's running
a lot
out,
of
she's
things,
got to
yeah,
get the hit in
conditioning,
against a character who can
forcing
keep
Inf
her
to
out.
make a play, and there's the range to capitalize.
But also, Inf has, like,
you know, he's
200 bar
throwing-
here,
Satsuki 2C threat.
and I think you look for
right now,
potentially
Ryder,
an
you know,
opportunity to
he's
623C
throwing a lot of things, yeah, conditioning.
off the potential desperation someone has to keep you out, especially
Really
when
playing
Alco has
around the
something like
Satsuki
Rain.
2C threat.
Yeah, she totally
Right now,
can.
Ryder, you know,
But it
he's-
also,
he's
like,
throwing a lot of things, yeah,
I think that's where it also gets really important to play to time. because I think it's something we saw a lot in the set that you just
Right.
had with Alps, where like both of you are really good at being
Really playing
mindful of
around
how
with
much
Satsuki
time you
2C,
have
right?
to potentially change the
And right
game
now,
state
Ryder,
or
you know,
keep the
he's
game state.
throwing a lot of things. Yeah, conditioning.
And like in this case, Satsuki has 20
Really playing
seconds,
around the
right?
Satsuki
Which
2C,
doesn't
right?
feel like a lot of time, but
And
when
right
you
now,
have
Ryder, you know,
tools
he's
like
throwing
623C, it
a
kind
lot
of
of
is a
things.
lot
Yeah,
of time, right?
conditioning.
Like right here,
And right
you
now,
don't have
Ryder,
to
you know, he's
take to the air at all. Because if Alco wants to retreat, you walk her to the corner, right? And if she wants to set up and throw rain, you
a lot of things.
623C,
Yeah,
right? And
conditioning.
like if you've got
Mid
meter in the
focus is to
tank,
make
I
a
think
play,
you
and there's
almost
the
I
range
don't want to
to
go as far as to
capitalize.
say you play around it, but I think it's
Yeah,
like a
Ray's so
really
good at
important
just, like,
tool for her
holding
to
your
keep in
ground on
mind
retreating movement.
as like a really effective way of changing the game,
Yeah,
like
it's
bringing
it's
back a
representing
game
the
state
overhead
when
quite a bit,
things get bad.
honestly.
That was unfortunate because that was
Scary tech to get
definitely a
away
good
with.
play.
What a JC!
These OTGs.
OTG pickup,
They're
you're gonna
so
have to guess to
good.
get away with.
What a JC!
Yeah, Satsuki does
OTG
not need a lot
pickup,
of
you're
time.
gonna have to guess now.
Every time I see these OTGs, it doesn't feel real.
Oh, okay, he was blocking properly but didn't get hit. Again, the wake up speed of Alco.
I'm
Oh,
so
okay,
surprised
he was
this
blocking
one. I
properly, but
feel
didn't
like
get hit.
214C
Again, the wake up
beats
speed
so many
of
things. Like I
Alco is
did
different
not
from
expect that
most
to win.
characters, because she used to be a boss character and they never patched that out.
Like
'Cause, she
what
used
is
to be a boss
what is
character,
this
and, they
2TC?
never patched that out.
Yes,
It's
sir.
big, but I don't know if
Slow.
Alco is really gonna be doing anything to
Yeah, I
jump
had a
out
fun story
there.
about that after the set. Ooh, there's a wheel. Could be scary.
Yeah, 214C. You know, it's so funny at locals. I was playing drinks
you know,
FSOTs and I was just hitting random and I did a meme F shield and 22B on his
That is
wake up
huge
and it
fun.
hit the 214C and
That
he was
makes
like,
it
"You
so
threw
good.
me out a reversal?" Like, cause it's not a
Oh my God, this is when
reversal.
it gets scary right now. Stagger pressure is not
214C just works so much. It
nothing.
really feels like it is.
Yeah, I love that. Keeping it simple with Urapuk, and you can see Inf probably going for a 2-2, trying to stuff another meaty, but why meaty? Just shoot beam.
Yeah, when meeting when beam. Should have wait till this.
Yeah, Ryder's wheel kicks are also so good.
Yeah, when
Like I
anyone
feel like we
does-
haven't seen wheel kick in
Should've wait
outside
till-
of like offense or the one time over
Wheel
And
kick?
this is
the
what
214C a
I'm
second
talking about,
ago.
those anti-orbs
until he
catching the
represents
air
it right there to
approach.
catch you off
Don't
guard around
confirm.
start.
This is huge for him.
Damn. Oh my gosh.
Up any opportunity.
OTG into
Big.
623C. Come
Okay,
on now.
reduces from Ryder too.
Oh, the condition! That could have been scary. You didn't know what I.
I kind of get the idea, but damn, I feel like Inf is making a really good decision here to just press 2C because like
Could have been scary. You didn't know what I
2C
did
is so
like
hard to deal with.
Oh, the condition!
Like this
That
situation,
could have
just
been
like
scary.
yeah, you
didn't
gotta
know what I did
remember
like
Sas
that.
got 2C
I'll jump the combo.
and doesn't need to commit here
Ryder so
Okay,
good at
good.
blocking these out.
for anything.
The guard.
Guard bar is looking low.
bunker.
Good timing on the bunker.
Yeah. He needed to do that because guard break could have been massive there. And now pressure starts. And
That conversion
they're
was so
getting
good.
hit low again. Goito. Tex.
Tragic.
Using the tech chase.
So rare for Alco players.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like
This pressure
it-
up.
not a
Really
lot
trying
of
to keep
frills,
Inf
but it's
guessing
just,
on
you
how
know,
to
doing
approach,
stuff
but
that's
slips
good.
in, and
It
you're in the
works
corner
because it's
already.
strong.
Anti-air 5
Really expressing the strengths of the character.
Are we gonna? We should blood heat. Oh, I
Mhm.
would have loved the blood heat. I just want everyone to see the walkable. You know, just for the culture. Yeah, we.
It definitely feels like
we
Inf
have
has a
auto
good
spark,
sense of like
so we are
what's
gonna
good
match,
about his
like,
character
very
and just
good
like making people
awareness
deal with
there by
it
Ryder
and
being,
making it really hard.
half-moon expert. Like, he knows when his turn is.
It's like she's
Yeah,
really
time
good
is
at
running
things,
out,
and if
Ryder
you just
needs a
rotate
hit.
those things, can't beat all of the good things all the
I think
time.
he's able to deal with that overhead, honestly. Like you can shield, you can try to do a couple things to get out of that the way.
I really
knows
like
when
just
his
like
turn is.
playing solid and blocking here
Time
too,
is
Time is running out, and
because
Ryder
like
needs a hit.
how's Alco gonna open you up?
Has been able to deal with that overhead, honestly. Like you can shield, you can try to do a couple things to get out of that the way.
Then again, it was like 10 seconds, standard timeout situation.
He's gonna get out of the way. He's gonna get out of the way. Ryder trying his best.
Right? It's
Nice
like,
lockdown
and
from
I
the
think the
corner.
people who do beat Inf,
Is
they
that a combo?
just play him as a
Because
player
meter here, yeah.
better for the set.
Time to guess.
Because like it,
Suicide.
yeah.
Nice guess.
One more guess for the
Again?
win. Good blocking that.
And
No.
again, correct. Oh, but misses blocking the
You can't
2C.
get out of there. What's the
Oh,
Passes
passes
the
the
young
young
check.
check.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
nice shield.
Ryder is still
That
early
pickup is
20s,
so
bro. You
cool.
cannot do that on him. Come on. We're going corner to corner, right?
Carry.
We're about to get max mode too.
Yeah, I feel like there's a
This is
lot of
the auto
times,
spark here.
like very rarely
Looks
do I
Ryder
feel
might
like
be
Inf
trying to
does
set up
something
for
and I'm like, this
Fuzzy,
doesn't
might
make
kinda work on
sense.
Sasuke.
Yeah, he's back in the game.
Because it was like there was
Couple
something
hits. I don't think
strong
they can lift the
about
combo, though.
whatever the choice was.
Right? Meter break.
Good hit confirmed. Orb still in play.
Yup, that orb is still there. Oh, looked like we were gonna see a jail into Aaron blockable fist. Right? Meter break.
Good hit confirmed. Orb still in play.
Yup, that orb is still there. Oh, looked like we were gonna see.
I don't know. I wonder
still in
what
play.
like choice to orb
Yup,
set
that orb is still
was
there.
here. Maybe it was
Oh,
just
looked
like a
we were
panic,
gonna see a jail into Aaron blockable fist tonight.
or maybe not wanting to get
There.
caught by like a
looked
really
we were gonna see a
fast
jail into
approaching
Aaron
row.
blockable fist tonight. Still there.
This is so
Oh, looked like
unfortunate,
we were gonna
though.
see a
I
jail
feel like
into
you
Aaron
totally
blockable
expect
fist
Rain to
tonight.
hit.
That's not gonna be enough.
Yeah,
Jail into
because like all that's really happening here is Inf
Yup,
is
that
like,
orb
oh,
is
you're
still
in the
there.
air.
Oh, looked
I
like
got
we were gonna
2C
see a
though.
Jail into Aaron blockable fist tonight.
That's not gonna be enough. No.
Like just really good punish on the
I don't know,
positioning.
With me.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But like, the only reason I'm questioning it is because of how far Inf is here. You know.
Yeah, he's back in the game.
okay,
He could
like-
hit a couple hits. I don't think they can lift a
Oh,
full
I
combo,
went pretty
though.
far back.
Right? Meter break.
Good
We're gonna see a jail into Aaron blockable.
hit.
Yup, that orb is still there. Oh,
Like,
looked
full
we were gonna
screen
see
jump
a
out,
jail
right?
into Aaron blockable.
Okay, yeah. So I guess maybe afraid of her approaching him that fast.
I don't know. With meter, it
I
could be
didn't think
close.
she could get there that
It's
fast.
gonna
My
be
bad
close,
for
but I don't-
underestimating
I
this
think we go for the
character
mix-up. Yeah,
ever.
this is the same side. Oh, the throw!
Calling out the
That was just a
shield
good
too.
throw.
Inf on the board.
Especially when you want to gamble with shield when it gets
Yeah,
that
nice.
late in the match.
That would be a
Yeah,
huge.
a lot of good offensive adaptations.
Yeah,
but you
2C.
can't be
That's what I was
there.
thinking
You got
too,
away
and
once, Ryder's not
also,
letting
yo,
you
what's
get away
up?
Again.
The drop combo's huge, though.
It really is, especially like against characters who are just in general on the upper echelon of the cast. I think what makes some the characters who are good is
Meter break, not letting
they
you
make
play
that
defense.
situations like that really hard, right?
Yep, taking the meter break, not letting you play defense.
Yeah, that 2C I feel like was really good too because Ryder hadn't been covering 2C for the last like match. Last
Matching.
like
You
game
can
2
always
it
play
just like didn't
defense
come
with
up.
that 2C. If I had a 2-frame 5C, of course I'm or 2C.
By frame.
Of course you're matching.
By the way.
Great block on the mix out.
Covers all that space.
And the fastest button in the
2C!
game is what?
Like this is just yeah, why wouldn't you press 2C? The defender's gotta watch for it.
Game's what? 4 frames. So
That catches what? Will that catch someone if they just jump
And the
out right
fastest
away?
button
Is that
in the game is
fast
what,
enough
4
for that? I'd
frames?
imagine that like if you
Yep.
instant jump
That's
out, you
it.
probably
Away.
avoid 2C here, right? You're not that advantageous.
Covers all that space.
and the fastest button in this game
guess-
is
I
what?
guess
4
it's something to
frames?
lab.
So-
Yep.
Make the, you know.
It's like from here, it's just a Satsuki
Man.
story. I can't believe you got that much more damage off that OTG. Like,
And the fastest
this
button
looks
in
like
this
it's
game
gonna
is
be
what? 4
so prorated at this point.
frames? Make the, you know.
It adds another like 1.3k.
When you're
I like
sweet,
Walker.
stab 2.
Yeah, it's literally jab.
Okay, yeah, so
That
9 frame
and
gap.
right
I
away, that
I
is
just
what
don't know if like the
Ryder needed
2C
this
hits
round.
high
Looking a
enough,
little
right?
scary.
But I guess the because
You
what
know,
if she
and the
is
fastest-
where how far was this 214?
Covers all.
Right there, right? Does 5A can I guess it's just hard to tell, huh? That's probably just like at a human level, really difficult to tell if 5A is gonna reach to jump up, or you have to watch your 5C. I feel like realistically as a defender, I would feel like the most stable play is just blocking.
Of course you're matching.
By the way,
Or I guess gamble with shield because like this range is so tough against this character. Maybe yeah, if you're holding 7 right here, you'll avoid both. Or 8, honestly, just to clear like a dash 5A or something. But then it's Satsuki and Max, right? You probably don't want to hold up because you're fearing cancel into 623C. Because Satsuki and Max, this spacing, -4. I feel like the answer is block, right? Oh, damn. That's crazy.
Of course you're matching.
by the way,
Because I guess it doesn't matter too much at the end of the day anyways, right? If you're -4 or -2 and you're here, like, there's so many ways to get got. You might just have to block. Yeah, -2, I think, like, I don't think there's any way if you're only -2 there.
What, 4 frames? So,
Yep.
make the, you know,
That adds so much damage.
man.
When you're
Like a
sweet,
fucker.
jab 2.
Yeah, it's literally jab 2.
That was so
is
clean.
anti-array. That is what
Pick
Ryder
up
needed
there.
this round. Yeah, it's literally jab 2.
When you're
Though I
sweet,
feel like this is
jab
also the kind of scramble that, like, as Satsuki, you don't necessarily want to gamble on here, because it's another case of, like, okay, you're down, you could die, but you got 45 seconds on the clock, and your opponent's, and you got advantageous positioning with respect to the corner,
Yeah.
right? So, like, I can see the mentality in the air dash here, but then I think what we do just end up seeing is, like, Rain is good.
And
Ryder's been representing it.
when you're
like a
sweet,
fucker.
jab
It's
2.
going to be like a
Yeah,
wall to
it's
throw
literally-
out. Like, you can get the hit here, especially when you see her dashing back. But, like, ultimately, what the choice
When
to
you're
air dash in
sweet,
is you're
jab
calling out
2.
no rain, right? You're calling out the player being afraid. Because you're this far, and it's Alco.
Yeah, it's
So then, like, the choice to air dash is like, I think you're afraid of this right now.
literally jab 2. That is anti-array. That is what Ryder needed this round. It was looking a little scary.
Yeah, clutch pick up off your
yeah.
counter hit.
I'm sorry. It's
Because I
yeah,
think we were
it's
saying
literally
this
jab
before you got
2.
here,
That
because
is
there was a round where I,
anti-array.
like,
That is what Ryder
I
needed
think
this
in
round. It
game
was looking a
one,
little scary.
where, like, when you have meter of
yeah.
Satsuki, you don't need to feel as pressured to make something happen fast, because within this time, especially if Ryder wants to represent something like a Rain, you got so much opportunity to get like a 6-2-3C, right? And I think, like, if you've got meter and there's more than like 15-20 seconds on the clock, it's really strong to just make your opponent be afraid to jump.
There's a reason.
Because, like, especially at this kind of horizontal positioning, right? Like, I think we saw it a second ago here earlier in the round too. When your opponent's back is to the corner like that too, like right here, and like, of course, it's easy to look in hindsight and be like, oh yeah, you could have 6-2-3'd here, like, and it's hard to be aware in the moment. But I think, like, the takeaway to, like, amplify the character's strengths a lot more too is when your opponent's back is to the corner, it's harder to get away from 6-2-3C when they're in the air, right? Because, like, when you're at this horizontal spacing, of course 6-2-3C being, like, pretty slow, it can still whiff. Doesn't mean it's always going to hit just because their back is to the corner. But I think its strength shows a lot more when your opponent's horizontal movement is limited here, right? Because if,
Yeah, clutch pick up
like,
off
I think
your
the ideal future state to be thinking is like,
I'm sorry,
okay, I've gained positioning by jumping over here, right? So now that I know my opponent's back is going to be to the corner, I want to look for them to jump. Like, Ryder jumps here, and of course you don't want to be hesitant, or you won't be, like, ripping it right away, because if that jump doesn't happen, you're in a bad spot, right? There's an ant on my screen. That's crazy. But you see second jump, and I think the thought process should be, I've cornered my opponent, right? Even though you're not all the way in the corner, I've cornered my opponent. And it's arguably better if they're not all the way cornered, right? Or if you're not closer to the corner, because now you've got less room to get punished.
Yeah, clutch
My
pick
opponent's
up off
back
your
is to the
counter
corner.
I'm sorry, it's incorrect.
Now 6-2-3C is at its strongest. Right. That's basically what I'm saying, is what Zay said right there. Is like, my opponent's back is to the corner. Like, as soon as they give up this double jump option, it's curtains. You know, like, 6-2-3C, you got your shit started.
There's a reason. Nice. Setting up the orb, and that is huge. That is so annoying for Satsuki to move around. Exactly that. Why? You can't do much.
And normal melty scrambles.
Oh boy.
That was.
Exactly that.
This
why?
was
You
grody.
can't do much.
The 2 and 4 into 2C.
minus
I like
one
that you
player.
represent it, because,
Yeah.
like, that's the strong shit, I think.
It's so
Got a
long,
5
man.
frame streak. Yeah, it's so good at just catching.
Like,
people
what
out.
does someone even
Because
do
that
about
space-
that except get away?
Not a lot of things
That
are
is
gonna hit.
plus.
Taking you to the corner on block into the auto heat. This is gonna be a lead for Ryder.
Yeah, and that most important thing is that circle break, right? Deny meter for a little bit. Satsuki's such a meter hungry.
Yeah, like, in contrast, right? Like, this was like close to the thought process, but then like orb in your face and the
Such a
second
weird-
jump wasn't spent. But if orb wasn't there, I think you could still block.
character,
It's
like,
hard to
she loves
tell
these
just
Android
because the
commander.
orb hits you.
Oh, I don't think we're gonna kill though.
Oh, but unblockable.
And yeah, unblockable. That's a tough one.
Stage.
Don't blame me. I will take responsibility.
So Zay, did
Sorry,
you?
if
I'm
lose, then
I'm
it's my
curious
fault.
about
You
this
can
because
blame
we
me.
were
You can
theorizing
blame me.
on the
I will
mic.
take responsibility,
Did you
but
pick
I'm so
Fryogi
happy.
here because of her range compared to F-Say? As opposed to like F-Akiha not just having the normal range? Because I was thinking, I think we were talking about this there too. I feel like F-Akiha too, because F-Say is not doing that much without the gamer combos, right? You can probably like just health mog again. Okay, that makes sense. So just like comfort for yourself. More than like a character analytical decision.
Again, I love this character, man. Nice confirm. Charging up.
Oh, and the little meteor charge too.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
that
unblockable is
up
just
to
tough to
play
deal
there
with
as
anyways.
Fryogi.
Sorry, it's I
Because
feel
one
like
of
it
your
gives
goals,
something
right,
to
is getting that
practice,
close
but
to that max, 'cause
personally I
the
feel like you
one
can
thing
also
I
resign
keep
yourself
saying,
to
I've
it's
said it
fucking
for
unblockable.
ever, it's the best character in the game.
It's just gonna be tough.
Oh, there's a wheel. Oh, there's a.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense, but then again, like Fryogi defense is just her weak point, right? Wait, no clip mix-up? What do you mean? I'm not
Wait,
familiar
this time.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give you the chance to command throw me here this time, is what Zay's saying.
Dude, DJB's have been so clean so far on the start of the set.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I'm finally getting a hit.
Oh, yeah, 285B, that's been the string, right? That was the string that led into
Because
the
I do
command
also
grab.
feel like the character
Actually,
advantage choice between the two is like, okay,
yeah.
Fryogi gets to
Already
play at so
adapted
much
to that
more of a
2D
comfortable
habit, too.
range.
Nice call out on the
Um,
jump.
Also kind of damage
Kill?
mogs, even though she can,
Yeah,
she
a little
has
too
lower
high for
health.
air and blockable.
Oh, missing there on the.
And I think
landing
also
there.
suits
I'm just
like
gonna
your
match it
playstyle
into the
well.
ladder.
But then like
So,
Akiha, you know,
The
you
Alk special.
play the health
Nah,
pool
that's
game
enough
very
to
well.
have. I'm glad.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
I'll see if I
There's
could
no much to be afraid of
pull it
right
up
now
real
if you're
quick. I
out.
should set up like
Cannot
a
be caught
screen
ground attacking against this
stream or
character
something
right
on
now.
Yeah,
here
you
so I
cannot
could
do
share
that.
stuff more
That's what I'm
easily.
saying,
I've
bro.
just
When
got the
she's
browser
lucky,
window
just
on
start
OBS
just
right
getting
now.
scared, 'cause
My
she has
stream
the best
setup
last
game
start
is
in
a
the game,
week.
and she has the best arc drive in the game.
Yep. I like that Alk just taking a moment to sit.
Take the throw. He said take the throw, take the command grab.
Somehow getting hit on the
Let's see what's
cross up
up.
right after the ring ends. Alk is so good
Yeah.
at timing these.
These Erics, the Eric.
Hit on
He said take the throw, take the command grab.
Somehow getting hit on the cross up right after the ring ends. Alk is so good
Yeah.
at timing.
Yeah, this is something that I feel
Somehow
like
getting
you
hit on the
killed
cross
later
up
in the
right
set,
after
but
the
Alk
ring
is just
ends.
so
Alk is
good
so
at this. About being like, okay, decide now how you want to defend. Like this almost feels like a melty meta play, and that like fuzzy jump is so good, so it's like, yeah, everyone's
Somehow
gonna
getting hit
fuzzy
on the
jump
cross
here,
up right after
so
the
I'm
ring
just
ends.
gonna do
Alk
the thing that beats fuzzy jump.
is so good
Yeah.
at timing these.
But then
These
like
Erics,
that
the
was such a
Eric
sick way
shield.
to handle it since you didn't
Air
shield.
shield theory, working out.
But then I think he Aaron
There's
blockables you
a
for it
block.
properly next time.
Yup. Dude, mashing 2B on wake up is crazy work.
And it just
Nice
takes
side swap, too.
positioning with throw
For a
plus.
plus.
Classic
I like
classic
that.
Catch him and jump
play.
out.
Yeah, that is a classic play. Big reversal. It
You
works out.
definitely missed shield counter.
Yeah, I missed the shield counter unfortunately.
Alk
Nice
is
checking
so
out
good.
that. I love that.
For
Dude,
real.
this time-
Oh yeah. Oh, you can send the link in the Twitch chat too. I think I have links turned on. I'll just put it here too. I'm curious. I want to see this. Won't be able to put it I'll just send it here instead of setting it up on stream. Oh wait, no. Can I just pull this up in the browser here? Will this just show? Oh, hype.
Your mix up,
Command grab.
command grab, corner gap.
That
It's like
one
one
is
of our
simple.
dirtier mix up,
Command grab.
command grab. Maximum damage, maximum 2As.
Oh my god.
Damage, maximum 2As.
Okay, and
Maximum
that's
damage,
because of
maximum
Akiha
2As.
collision box or
What?
something, I'm
What?
guessing.
What happened? Okay. I don't know what this is. I said I wanted to see something new. He did it twice. See something. It's
That
like
one
one
is
of our
simple.
dirtier mix up,
Command grab.
command grab. maximum damage, maximum.
Yeah, yeah. I can see what you mean too, because Alk would definitely be hitting this. The way that guy is timing command throw off of wheel, he's 100% hitting that if he's got the option.
Will it kill?
His command throws off of wheel plus frames are actually crazy. Like, I don't know how he's got that timing so down. Even if you practice that a lot, I feel like you gotta be a machine to have that down the way he's got it.
For some extra damage.
That side swap after the Rekka was insane.
Yeah, if I
bro.
was around,
Holy.
if someone did that on
Rekka,
stream,
man.
I'd just be like, damn, that's
Alchemist, you
cheap.
gotta step it up, man. What? I really like what he was doing, but
Okay, yeah, that makes
Zen's
sense.
changing the defensive timings. They all check
I
the
definitely think that Afriogi still plays the matchup pretty well
He
too.
said 30 minutes for 2. Okay.
Brody chase down the backdash for Alk.
2A5B, man. That's the string.
Feel like single overhead into
Because
low
like
for
FC really is
basically
just
double
like a
overhead.
normal character,
Oh my
and
gosh.
like so much
We're
of this is just
basically
like,
into
damn,
low.
Alk is good.
Good block. That was the crosser break attempt at least. That is plus. Le plus, as they will say. The 2A, 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 2A.
Interesting. Was it Alps just because you do
Okay.
well with
And
the
Alp is
Ryogi
adjusting
against
his timings
Alps?
again. Very, very, very offensive right now.
Because I imagine that, like,
crossing
I guess, like,
for-
you know, the Afakia did pan
Yes,
out, but I'd
yes,
imagine that, like,
I love
my
that.
perception of that
You
is kind of
leader
just,
dump.
I'd expect
Oh,
that
hard
style
knockdown
of
too.
offense
Nina,
to be
side
really
swap.
strong
Yep.
in general against
Gonna pick
stronger
up the knife,
players,
but he's
too.
plus. He missed the
Less
knife.
holds, potentially.
Yeah. Oh, that's a heartbreaker.
Okay, that makes sense, yeah.
He needs the knife. That is a huge part of the kid.
Yeah.
Same block
Foul offense.
Boom. John, okay.
I love. I'm so glad you did. I feel so validated by you doing this because I do that all the time
Okay.
on this character.
Oh my God, this EX wheel. Yeah, they wheel into EX DP, working out.
combo this time. But Alk this time. with the
Honestly, there
lead.
isn't even too much to say with this set either. It's just
Oh
like
my God, 5-8.
I feel like
The
just
2A,
normal fighting
5B
and
is
decision making, and then
Wonders right now for Alchemist of Atlas.
good play.
5-8. 2A 5B is working wonders right now for Alchemist of Atlas.
Okay,
Nice,
yeah, that
guys.
makes sense.
Needed that.
Oh,
We are
right,
charging
I
some
forgot
meter.
about this.
No, we're not. We're checking for the air tag. I like that idea.
Your
Tries to
team
bait
won,
out a
right?
shield there.
But he doesn't have the knife, so he cannot do the string. You saw the hesitation there. From there, he realizes,
Nice
I need to
mash.
mash this. Oh, yeah, EX is gonna do it.
OTG, yeah.
I love that move.
Set
That move
point
is so
bait.
nice to have.
Ooh, that 2A match is crucial.
Oh, Council
We're
Onion
taking full
Rider
advantage
team.
of the
Okay.
extra range that Afriogi gets on that 2A.
Yeah, that
2A
team. Oh my
2A
gosh,
kinda
this
slow,
year was
but,
crazy.
you know, like you were saying, better range.
Yep.
Sick.
Oh, stagger
How's-
pressure.
Forgot you guys
playing
did
more
Philly team. That's so
offensively.
hype.
The route. No, don't go for the. You're not going for the roots or anything, right? Just
Yep.
keep it as simple. No, don't go for the. You're not going for the roots or anything, right? Just
I like this air dash
keep it as
here.
simple. It's Nina. No way, the knowledge check.
Probably a messed up shield.
Got good damage here.
Shit.
Or at least I would hope messed up shield.
One touch is gonna do it, by the way. Good block. What a 2A.
Better
Psychic
mash
mash.
from Elk.
That was a counter.
I like that you started just throwing on these. Like that feels like a really good response to the threat of command throw. Just being like,
Pick up the knife.
basically force him to mash on you
Disengage.
and take the weaker offense.
Dude, just swinging that knife, dude. Look at the range of that knife. Oh, he's
Nice
gonna get
call
that.
out on Zay's hesitation, and the IH is gonna put Elk back in it.
Yeah,
I
nice.
I
He
would
needed that
agree.
edge.
I'm just
They
like
have to use the
surprised
IH
because
to put
I
Elk back
wouldn't
in it.
expect Alk
Yeah,
to
nice.
like
He
ever get
needed
hit by
that edge.
Rekka 2 there, you
Good
know?
block.
Yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
What a backdash from the string. He knows the string.
I
is
think
coming,
even
right?
like beyond
string
the
is
read though,
critical in
like
the set.
throw is going to be the
Doesn't keep
fastest
him
way
back.
to potentially get out of
Zay
command
should
throw
get reset
option.
timings. I don't think so.
So it
getting
does,
too
because
high,
like I feel like
so-
beating throws in Melty can sometimes be tough just for like
Swing
timing a
throw.
mash or
I
a
don't
jump and then
know
getting
if
the
Alk
punish.
has time for this.
Yeah,
I
Elk
feel
is
like
running
it's
out of time.
definitely a
Command
valid
throw, it's not
option
gonna be enough damage.
to pressure
was
someone
gonna
into
reset.
being like,
Nice
okay,
block
yeah,
out of
you've
Zay.
gotta
Kidding
like
me?
is gonna be
basically
enough.
tell them you
Just
have to
barely.
make the
3 seconds.
more
This
aggressive
is gonna be
play.
enough. Just barely. 3 seconds.
I think the choice to air dash is where Alk
Just
messed up
barely.
here.
3 seconds.
Because this is just you getting behind him and then it's normal plays.
Barely. 3 seconds.
Because that's... But I guess it's also tough to anticipate that if you're Alk, because like this is definitely also Ryogi 5B coming in super clutch with that Sep dash, just like the strength of the character.
3 seconds. That's the last hit.
Yeah, yeah.
Zay finds an opening. Oh my gosh, how did you find that, JB?
Started off.
I mean,
Yeah, that was such a good 2-1-4
Oh my God.
C2 for sure.
Time
Like just to
command-
like
I don't
really
know if
challenge.
Alp has time for this.
Yeah, Alk is running out of time. Command throw, it's not going to be
This
enough
was just
damage.
such creative
Oh, it's a
offense
nice
too
block
from
from
Alp.
Zay.
Like damn.
This is going to be enough. I'm just barely.
Yeah, and the
3
dash
seconds.
into that too.
3 seconds.
Although
Enough.
with how high is, did he have to double
I'm
jump?
just barely. 3 seconds.
It's hard to say.
At the last hit.
I guess to avoid
Zay
the situation
finds
after.
an opening. Oh my gosh, how did you find that, JB?
Started off.
So.
Anyway, on what?
Oh, like ring because it'll shift away from that. Yeah, that makes
Coma,
sense.
H-land.
Basically, this is effectively a
Situation
situation of does he think you're gonna chase in the air or throw the ring to like beat the 5B, huh? I forget that ring like shifts her body.
Oh my gosh,
I'm so used to thinking of it from the end of like there's a ring on the screen.
Leeway on
Yep, just sticking with what's comfortable. Oh, excuse me, that air counter hit pickup?
Yep.
Len is so shifty.
Dude, I
These
feel
two
like
have
Council been
played
opening
so
every
much,
set with
it's
like some
crazy.
crazy confirm.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like literally 3 seconds into the set.
What a pickup there.
I was actually kind of
Also,
surprised
shout
to
out
see
my
the coma
girlfriend in
though.
chat with saying Len. We have a street
Yeah,
cat
same.
here in my neighborhood that we call Len. So
She also has done well with the other characters,
block
and
that
like
rocks,
the
Mental
fries
stack overhead. Oh my
was
God.
crazy at midweek this week. I mean, it was 3-0, 3-1 on
It always throws
console.
me off when someone blocks like the sneaky overhead and is hits by the ID.
Meow.
Yeah, the Nania has been cooking too. I think she's trying to figure out like who the
Okay,
character
yeah.
that's better than this guy
I believe
is
this
going to
only works
ultimately be.
on tall characters like the coma.
Yep.
Yeah, I know the
that
Fries was
OTG
mostly
for
like
DC.
she's played the character for a decent amount of time. I think it was
Nice
also
shade
partly
check.
like a
Ooh, missing the
just enjoying the character
Missing the
pick
dash,
because I
yeah.
don't think it's gonna be like a
Yeah,
long-term
had the right
bracket
idea
pick. I'd
calling out the
imagine.
bunker. Ooh, did not get caught
I
pressing
think
on
players are
catwalk.
getting too
Nice
strong
save.
for that to
Nice
be
J,
like
they're
a
like
stable
skeleton.
long-term choice.
And this is huge
Pick up.
because Council has no meter. Has to hold this. Falcon kick. Council has no
Plays like
meter.
this are so good.
Has to hold
Like
this.
this
Falcon kick.
preemptive JB here. That's such a good way to jail
Oh,
someone
JB.
like console like
Preemptive
moving
JB,
quickly out
and
of the
again,
corner
the
like
overhead
that.
Gets blocked.
Yeah.
Such a good IAD reset point.
Oh
I
yeah,
shield.
nice action. Yep. I don't know about that combo, friend.
Just blocking it out, yeah.
I don't know about that combo,
What is this?
friend.
Console does this movement a lot.
Just blocking it out, yeah.
With
not
J7
trying to
air
let Len
dash
get away with-
J2C.
Oh, friend.
And I guess it does force you to block if you want to
Just
move in the
blocking it.
air.
I don't know about that combo,
I wonder if
friend.
that J7 or that initial jump is like looking to see if you jump, and then the rest of the movement is to place
Just
J2C to
blocking it
catch
out,
you
yeah,
for jumping.
Not trying to let Len get away with too much. Oh,
Yeah.
wait.
There's a 6. What a 3C, nice. Here we go. EX
Oh my
heal.
gosh.
Yeah,
EX
yeah.
shield.
Where like you do the first jump to look at the to look for the possibility of escaping.
Oh my gosh, the EX shields are
J2C I think is just like is just like the best option for covering anything there, like skeleton up backs, which is also smart,
blocking
and
it
you're
out,
still
yeah,
forced
not
to
trying
block
let
there.
Len get away with too much. Oh,
Yeah.
wait.
There's a 6. What a 3C, nice. Here we go. EX
Oh my
heal.
gosh,
Yeah,
the
like-
EX shields are too clean.
Someone's
I
got
like
the
that
EX
it's a layer
shield
one
like
versus
that.
The commonest setups. Honestly, because now Council has it in their mind, right? And this is gonna kill. Yeah, now Council's gonna be, well, what do I do? Do I
Yeah,
have, do
it's
I media
it's
again?
a
Or
problem
what's
for
gonna
me on
happen?
that character. I
really
actually
like that as
originally
the
dropped
first option
C-Land
against it.
because JC and
It puts
J2C
thoughts on the
made
opponent.
me as a person want
Yeah, a
to
lot
turn
of
my
thoughts.
brain
It's
off
kinda
so
tough to
bad. I
understand
would like
EX
get
shield
hits
when
I
the
didn't
jump in
deserve
timing
with
is
those
very
buttons
low.
from just swinging
Yeah,
big red.
especially Coma, right? Coma switches
And then
up
just
slower than other
I get the
characters,
brain worm
forcing-
of I just want to turn my brain
Oh, I
off and
didn't
keep
say the
pressing
alpha
it.
tape. I'll say it after the set, sure. Because we're gonna get Ryder anyway.
Yeah, and only really shield counter too. Like EX
Okay,
shield
remind
and
me about
J2C
that.
is really hard.
There's so much going on, man. Oh, nice.
Oh my
Back
gosh,
into
and
GoPro.
defensive cat.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely a messed up TK
this is
there.
Missed the air throw. Yeah, that would have been huge. And yeah, Skeleton gonna hold this. because
Always
probably
gotta
gonna
watch
be a more
for the
aggressive
3C
on wake.
from
Yep,
Len.
exactly.
3C broken.
Nice block
Nice
under.
catwalk under the eye.
They really do, and also this kind of calls back to what was it
Catwalk's
this
such a
morning or
crazy
yesterday
call
morning when we were
Yeah.
talking with
Check.
Gaku about Len air movement, where like
Block on the low.
so much of it too is
Dude,
the fact that she's so
what?
shifty in the air,
Cross up
right?
into
Falls slightly
command
faster than a
grab.
lot of characters,
Brother,
so
you're
like
bad.
you have to watch for it,
Oh my gosh,
for
you
like
are.
what she's going to
What
do out of the air
happened?
so differently.
That was looking good for
Run that damn
Council.
home, it's over.
That mental stack from just being in the air.
Oh, good block at that 2C anti-air.
Way to
This is
sneak
what-
into this blend movement. God damn
Council.
home, it's over.
So this interaction.
Oh, good block at that 2C anti-air.
Run
Way to
under, and yeah, calls that out with, what is that? Is that Rekka? Did I see
Oh,
that
good block at
right?
that 2C anti-air.
Way to
This is
sneak.
No, that was IADJC. Okay, yeah.
Oh, good block at that 2C anti-air.
So yeah, run under console is far. Okay, yeah, that was just
Way
a
to
call
sneak
out
under
with
this blend
general
movement.
apply pressure from
Yeah, these
afar
are
with
the few games where you can say the
IADJC.
sweeps are amazing anti-airs.
True.
Oh, I love
Ooh,
that.
the side swap off the shield counter?
Yeah. And there's the shield again represented, like I was talking to you. Nice.
Yeah,
And
classic
Council with the
console sub.
adjust. You saw that empty.
Yeah,
ID.
it's pretty tough.
49,
Especially because
I
that
believe
JC
that.
can also lose to catwalk too. I think a lot of it is just in
49,
spots where the
that's how you beat
read is
that.
on console wanting to act instead of looking for the
Call
IAD,
out from console.
where it feels like
Yeah,
it feels like a choice like the IAD that works here
Oh, good block at
is
that
a
2C
recognition
anti-air.
of like, okay, dashed under, sees the backdash and is thinking I'm roughly this far. IADJC is going to stuff out anything that's not explicitly ready for me to do IADJC. And like in
Way
this
to
case,
sneak
it
under this
catches
blind movement.
jump into move.
Yeah, these are one of the few games where you can say the sweeps are amazing anti-airs.
True.
Oh, I love
Ooh,
that.
the side swap off the shield
Nice.
counter?
Yeah, was it
Yeah.
was that IADJC or was that IAD
And
as
there's a shield again
Akiha, I'd
represented,
assume?
like I was talking to you. Nice. And Council with the adjust.
Oh
You
wait,
saw
you're
that
probably talking
empty
about the
ID.
bracket set.
Shinokori, nice. That's how
Right,
you beat
yeah.
that.
And that's like, I think Skeleton just being totally
Hard
heads
call
up
from
on like,
console.
at this range, this is a good option.
Oh,
Oh,
there's
it
again
definitely looked
the
like we
delay
wanted to throw or
timing.
something there.
Dude, I love the little mind games that are happening between the set right now. Good side swap, forcing the defensive bunker from Council. Doesn't want to lose this round. I feel like this round is so important. You need, well, first of all, you cannot
J2C
lose
is so
another round.
smart
Second,
there.
you need some momentum, right?
Yep. Oh, this is first to 3. You can lose one more round.
Round second, you need some momentum, right?
Interesting. I
Yep,
think
so important.
it's
You need, well, first of all,
interesting what
you cannot lose
Skeleton's
another
doing
round.
here
Second,
is
you
in
need
like representing a lot of
some
retreating
momentum,
movement.
right?
Because like
So important. You need,
JB
well,
has
first of
some
all, you
disjoint,
cannot lose another round.
but its
Second, you
main
need some
strength is that
momentum,
it's
right?
active.
Yep. Oh, this is
I think representing the retreating movement and these
First to 3,
preemptive
you can lose
buttons
one more
is like
round.
really good for, because you can definitely preempt a lane. Her air buttons are slow, right?
send it to last game.
Momentum,
It
right?
feels like a play to be
Oh,
like,
this is
okay,
first
yeah,
to
come
3,
at
you can
me.
lose
You're
one
really
more-
good
You
at
cannot lose
moving in the
another
air,
round.
but if the
Second, you need
hitbox
some
is just
momentum,
out
right?
here and I'm matching
Oh,
you
this is first to
vertically,
3, you can lose one more round.
That's
Send
where
it to last
situations
game,
like
but you
this
do
can
not wanna
occur.
see Skeleton up 2-0, and
Oh,
she's
goodness.
getting darn close right now.
Yeah, this is scary right now. 3C. 3C.
Oh, nice defensive 3C.
Oh, preempt,
little
calling
delay.
out the movement.
Line 3C is so good.
I love the choice
I
to
love
delay that
move.
too. It doesn't quite reach that far.
Until
but, you know, if
picking
Coma's
up
going
H
to
line
do
again
anything
recently,
approaching,
I
you'll
would
get that
pick
catch.
C line just to press 3C
Wow,
when I
technically,
like didn't feel like
Skeleton
using
is
my
so good at
brain
that.
and I
Like,
just
she
wanted to
just checks
gamble.
buttons a lot.
Right? In places where it's like you're kind of
Skelegat.
expecting it, but not really.
The classic. She super jumps forward into super jump, like forward.
Yeah, that's kind of what it's looking
It
like,
doesn't
right?
quite
At
reach
least
that
in a lot of
far,
these
but, you know,
neutral
Coma's going to
interactions,
do
like
anything-
even the
I love
first
the choice to
interaction
delay
off
that
round
too. It
start
doesn't
here,
quite-
right? It's like retreating JB so that
The
you see,
movement.
I think what I'm
I
guessing
love
the
the choice
thought
to delay
process
that
is,
too. It
right,
doesn't-
from looking at this is you see console matching you vertically, right? You're both in the air, you
quite-
see the jump. If Len wants to air dash and press a button, that JB is going to win. Because it's going
reach
to
that
come out
far,
faster
but, you
than a
know,
Len air
Coma's going
button
to do anything
approaching you
approaching,
there,
you'll get that
especially if the
catch.
choice is going to be
Yep.
JB being
Wow,
11
technically
frames.
JB.
You know, if Coma's going to do anything approaching, you'll get that catch.
Yep.
And yeah,
Wow,
right there
technically
too,
JB.
like just
Skeleton
putting out
is
the
so good at
JB,
that.
being
Like,
like,
she
if you're
just
coming at
checks
me, this is
buttons a
probably gonna
lot.
hit, unless you're calling it out.
Right? In places where it's like you're kind of
classic.
expecting it, but not really.
Forcing Len to be a little bit
The
more
classic. She
proactive,
super
or
jumps forward
wow,
into
proactive
super
there.
jump, like forward
Going
to the
for more
other
of the
way, and
preemptive
always catches
buttons.
the goal kettle there. Such a ooh, low profiles. Okay, I mean Council is close to that auto spark, and I'm gonna get it.
Which
on this
feels like a
game.
good response
Is
to
what I'm
console
saying,
trapping
not
movement
burst
well,
now.
and by
you have to
forcing
burst in this
him to
combo.
be like
I
to
thought,
play
like,
more
he should've done,
preemptively
like,
that
the
way.
rondo at least, like, you know,
Because
like,
again, it's
burst
yeah,
in
we're
this
seeing that
combo.
JB,
I thought like he should have done like the rondo at least.
the
like,
shifty
you know,
air
like,
IED
get that
backs.
extra meter. Oh, that's huge. Rondo
And
at
then
least,
there it
like,
is,
you know,
Council
like,
winning out
get
there
that
because
extra
Council's made the
meter.
choice to be like, yeah, I'll just press
that's
that
huge. The
JB
reset.
early, use all those
The
active
layer and a
frames.
pixel though cannot get touched. Skeleton is gonna force the issue. Not enough.
Actual pixel this time. Oh my gosh.
Little pixel.
Barely survived that. Mental stack
Good
is building
console
that
pressure.
2A or that 5A is plus from Council there. Double shield.
The how did you know to like how did she know to double shield there? and then still get the 5A tap out of the EX shield.
Dude, that
She-
idea of, you know, anti-air shielding people, honestly. Oh, that's
Like
bad.
even if you know
Yeah.
you to shield there, like physically doing that shit is hard.
Text? Wow.
Yeah, I don't. It's like
No,
just
anti-
knowing that
Oh,
there's
my
gonna
shield.
be the 2 hits there is crazy.
Yeah.
I think it's just like because it's multi-hit,
Wow, that
you're
was-
trying to do
okay,
it,
that was kinda
and
layered,
yeah,
low
it's
key,
like
I love that, but,
just
the
going for
combo.
game or defensive plays, I guess.
Nice hesitation.
Because she's
to avoid
clearly
the
got it.
unblockable Ice.
Yeah. The late 2A.
Oh,
The
this was such an
unblockable
interesting
ice.
choice.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that to work,
The
but I
late
guess
2A
Council's represented a
pop
lot of
back
the
into
5A,
JC. Works
6A.
out for Skeleton here.
Such good timing there too. Yeah, Council knows you can ground tech there. As long as you don't oh my gosh, shield command grab, how did you
I did not know
Council
that pulled
knows
you out
can
of the
ground
corner
tech
like
there.
that. Oh, I
As
guess
long as you
because it
don't
was
oh my
3
gosh,
CA,
shield
you're not in
command
the
grab, how
corner.
did you know?
This
Left way.
scramble.
Although it was hard to
Yeah,
even
good
say if that
there.
was intentional.
Oh, I forget I have these powers. I apologize.
Oh my gosh, crazy tech?
Dude.
Yeah, and there it is.
That's
Council
right,
sticking
favorite
out these
skeleton.
JBs earlier,
What
looking for
Asian will do
that.
it.
This was also so good. Like, that was so smart by Council, throwing out the charge 236B to snipe any type of
That's right,
approach
if
here,
For Skeleton.
staying away, and
What?
now adapting to Council playing a
will do
little
it.
more preemptively. I like the choice to just like
right, favorite
623A
skeleton.
here.
What?
Because, like, what are you gonna do about that except call that out with a whiff punish, right? That's got to be like a J7 reaction
Anything will do
IED,
it.
and I don't even
Oh
know
my
if you
gosh,
get to
the
punish that.
niche
I think you
anti-air.
just
That's
get
crazy.
pressure
Just
for
barely
that.
avoided the anti-air ice from Council. And
At
then
that
goes
range,
for her
probably
own
recovers
niche anti-air.
too fast.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah,
asserting dominance on the air game here.
Yeah, you were talking about the layers, right? Like, you look at that.
No, for real. Just like that too, the constant JA checks on
Yeah,
here. How did you get
anti-air,
that pickup?
adaptation
Yeah,
to
it's
console.
crazy. This
Being
is
willing to
bad.
press these JBs.
Oh, to be with. Has to force that bunker defensively. Shino coding into throw, yup. Good confirm.
That link is so tough.
I like that. Sometimes someone wants to just keep representing an option, especially if it's tough to beat, but Council's checking it consistently.
Yeah, sometimes you stop going for an option once it loses
Unfortunate
one
drop.
time, but you know, you don't. You gotta show representative sometimes.
True.
Yeah, we're seeing
Yeah,
that
that's
pattern a
represented
lot
some
from Skeleton's movement in this matchup
True.
too. That like late J7 or air dash back.
Skeleton keeping her lead, just playing simply around the ice. True.
Like yeah, again.
Skeleton keeping her lead.
Just like yeah,
playing
trying to
simply around the
multi-shield
ice.
the
And another
J2C
double
for sure,
EX
but like
shield.
actually executing the second shield into 5A, that shit is so hard.
Oh, forcing the spot. This is bad. Skeleton has max, so she's gonna get the mag reduced. Who would have died from
Yeah,
that?
just good offense.
Oh my god.
It's on you, this
What can
costume,
I
by the way.
say?
If you loses, it's on you. I love this
What can
costume,
I
by the way.
say?
So pretty.
Oh, but Ryder with the Super Saiyan, right?
I like seeing the Hime in
Going
bracket.
even
I'm glad you
further
picked this
beyond,
character
dude,
in
this is
bracket. I know
crazy
you.
right now.
I think the last time we
Okay,
played,
I
you were
really
playing
like
Hime,
this,
right?
Okay, this matchup, I really like the idea per se, quite frankly.
I think I got pretty
Yeah.
cooked on
Now
Arc
Ryder is
fighting your
back in a
Hime last
very
time we
bad
played.
spot. This matchup is very annoying. Oh, drops the combo though. The overhead block? Look at that back walk, man.
Nice blocks from Ryder, but look at that. Even all that chip, and Zay is still sitting on full life.
Yeah. Good catch with that 5B, and this is gonna be a perfect with the F Hime.
It's interesting
Yeah,
watching you
Shoal
play her
makes
too
this
because I
character
feel
top
like
tier.
your general
Yes,
play
Hime
style
is also
too
Super
fits
Saiyan
really
3,
well with this
She's
character.
at
Like
all
a
colors,
defensive
all
space control game.
Good routing here. good rowdy here. Oh, he has the big boy stuff too.
Punish on the bunker.
Interesting. That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, right, like we're saying, Zay is a student of the game, so I'm not surprised that he has all this tech with him. She's such a different character, right? Like, even though she's so strong, she plays like her own game. With that floaty jump, the flight.
I did see you mention. I think I saw after you and Chase played when they were like, "Are you having fun?" And you were like, "No."
He's sitting on full life here. Oh, finds the wheel kick in. It's not over.
Oh my god, that is plus. Yeah.
Yep.
The meme stone end is so real now.
Plus, and it just
Especially like right now, I feel like it's like the thought of just like, damn, I could pick a better character and cook is like gotta be so real right now, right? Especially just watching how good people are getting. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I think everyone should just be picking good characters personally. Anytime I see someone say this character is broken or something, or this matchup is bad, it's like, yo, pick better then.
Maybe swapping to the F just so you have fireballs.
There's 93 characters in this game. There's got to be a better one.
Not get us walled out.
Yeah, 236A is gonna be very helpful in the matchup too, right? So. Oh.
That was such a good option. I don't know anything about that move. I didn't think it was gonna work.
The character. I'm surprised.
I guess I didn't think I didn't know.
I'm telling you, this F-Yume is definitely real.
Oh no, he's hungry for climax, bro.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense. Cause I think Hime also like, if you're not like 100% on that character, then like I think the low health is going to be a little bit of a liability. Especially when you have so much comfort on a character like F Akiha with high health.
Nice.
This is why you pick F.
I think also fits a very defensive playstyle well in terms of giving you time to adapt.
Where like projectiles clash like that, that's not.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was reversal, to be honest.
Just go.
That makes a lot of sense, though.
That fireball from Aoko is very,
you just see
very
2-1-4 series from Hime so infrequently.
Opening. And this is the one thing, right? Hime's defense is not the best, like in her life. So Aoko does a lot of damage. So be careful.
They're really playing around these defensive options, and it's working out.
Yeah, definitely.
Looking like you might get a perfect on this one.
But I feel like there's almost like a human. This was bespoke. That was very interesting decision. Going for the quick low there.
Go character select. Okay, here we're gonna.
Yeah, I think there's like a human element about fighting F Alco too that makes people impatient. Because she's doing stuff that's so solid and but doesn't like look like, you know, makes you feel like you've got options, especially with how high that fireball hits. I think it's like so easy to want to do more stuff.
Yeah, if we're going to get to multiplayer. Our pick is
without all similar ways to box you.
It's so funny because I'm so used to just like always seeing fireball when Falco is out.
Oh, classic, yeah.
Yeah, this is. I mean, we don't have the cherry blossom falling, but that's fine. You know, performance over anything. Nice.
Meter break.
Ooh. That was such a good chase.
Good pickup here by Ryder. Dude, this is right now the pressure.
That's gotta be so nice too, having ribbon to clear orbs.
Nice. Yeah, right now the pressure is on Zay to perform on this. Gets the pit. Nice.
Damn, that was a sick challenge.
Huge.
Yeah, it totally makes sense.
You pick H versus F Akiha, you know.
Also, I think when you've got to fight like H-Moon bunker and stuff, I guess like H-Moons don't really like it doesn't matter too much against F Ryogi either. But I feel like it is just nice to also have. It feels like F Akiha almost you can sum up as like a character who has a lot of ways to allow you to adapt to gives you a lot of time to like adapt to your opponent.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you give up by being on H-Moon.
That's true, yeah, especially like Alco having avenues to attack that.
H Alco and pressuring with the charge, right? That's the other part.
Oh yeah, I guess that is true. I think I was thinking of it more from the perspective of like, since H-Moon can't EX guard, you don't really have to pull yourself in all the time either.
Nice orb reset. Yeah, Zay's not gonna be tempted to press after orb.
Because I feel like EX guard is such a core mechanic when fighting a character like Efru, who's so good at like just holding her ground.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Very patient. Nice up forward. Has to do it, right? He has to take a risk at some point.
Scramble.
Right.
Like you don't want to. Yeah. You don't want to, let's say, get away with a lot of stuff. Even though you have the life lead, it's a hit away.
That was a
from being
nice
about to be-
choice to 2A from Ryder
Block.
there.
Yeah, if Zay gets one good combo and you get put into that corner, it could get bad fast.
Ooh, block.
Yeah, if Zay gets one good combo
That was
and
such
you
a
get put
good
into that corner,
IAD
it could
too.
get bad
Even though
fast.
the like Rapukin hadn't
Oh
been
my God.
represented
If
yet,
Zay
I
gets
guess
one good
H
combo and
Alco
you get
has
put
a
into that
harder
corner,
time
it
of
could
just
get bad
naturally
fast.
beating an IAD.
Oh my god,
Oh,
dude,
really
this is
close on that one.
yeah clean right now. 20 seconds close. Oh, and this is what we were talking about now. Zay has life lead, and
Yup.
now Ryder has that auto spark. Yes, good use of that. Yes,
Stalling out.
That was a
lead.
huge
And now
hit.
Ryder has that auto spark. Yes, good use of that. Zay has life lead.
I
and now
wonder what the
Ryder has that
2B
auto
was
spark.
here.
Yes.
Maybe
good use of
trying
that.
to
Yes,
Stalling
hit
out.
you,
and
but I
lead.
feel like
And now
that's a similar
Ryder has that
situation.
auto spark.
Oh yeah, that's true. I was thinking that earlier a little too before you picked that Fakia, where like Ryogi is notoriously good at clearing orbs. I know a lot of the Sialco players have mentioned that matchup being pretty frustrating. Shielding the burst is like tough though. That's like I feel like that's a really high level optimization to add. I'm thinking from Ryder's perspective here. This feels like the kind of situation we saw earlier with Alps trying to catch your landing with 2C. Where I think trying to catch the landings of a character like Avakiha is not the way. Just like in general, you know?
This is
What was
we
the
were talking
situation
about
right
now.
before
Zay
this?
has life lead, and now Ryder has that auto spark.
Yeah, you're just like up in the air. I can understand not wanting to shield because ribbon is definitely real here. But like, yeah, when you've got a button like this that hits real deep, pretty red. And you're also F Moon, so like if you land anyways, you'll be fine to block. I feel like it's not a stable play to challenge her landing. Or just like, you know, just in general, F Moons with deep hitting normals, right? Like challenging F Alco when she's landing tends to go pretty similarly. Or what, like I guess F Len, haven't seen a lot of F Len lately, but similar deal.
Yes, good use of that. Yes.
Stalling out. Oh, but that heat is
FPCL.
all gone now.
The timer
Ryder with a slight lead.
Hold 10 seconds. Drop it, probably that is huge. 10 seconds. Say, we know what we've seen it before. We've seen this before. Oh,
Oh,
my
and it's possible, especially with the damage from the hit.
He's still.
You just need a little bit of chip. That's all you need. Possible,
Yeah.
especially with the damage.
The
from
strength, the strength of just like being able to lock down with that chip.
Oh, probably that is huge. 10 seconds.
Throw was such
Say,
a nice
we know
call
what-
out here too, just like another way to call out someone's tension when they're blocking. I feel like if I'm Ryder here, I'm
We've seen
thinking
it before.
backdash is also a pretty solid option at
We've
this
seen it
range,
before.
but like
Oh,
that's
and
just tough in the moment.
Possible, especially with the damage from the
One of
hit.
those RPS
He's still
losses
a
I
shit,
think
like a little
just
bit of chip,
happened for
that's all you
sure.
need. And there it is. By a pixel. Live situation at RPS out. Len's got a lot of ways to mix you up, but doesn't.
This is
have-
one that I think people should watch if they struggle fighting Len. Right, yeah, that makes sense. Interesting. That sounds like, so is that like a read developed from having played Ryder a lot?
the best damage off every touch. Can really play the numbers game with this character.
Okay.
But Council finding these early
I mean, I think everyone struggles fighting Len, right? It's a naturally
Good
difficult
touches.
character to fight. Just like
Yeah.
being wary of her
Good luck.
movement is
Oh,
so
but that's
hard,
so
and
tricky.
Council's like obviously
Thank
the
God
best
for
at being
cross
so
protection, man,
shifty
'cause
with
that would be
it.
rough to block.
But like, I think
Wait, a minute?
if I'm,
Oh, okay.
what I remember from watching this
I
set
can
was feeling
understand
like
the
it
pick,
feels
right?
like you
Because, again, we're
exploit the
fighting a
points where
half-moon
Len is
character,
vulnerable
and
very
this
well.
character, I can understand the
What did
match
I
pick,
say
right?
as
Because, again,
like
we're
a
fighting
crazy
half-moon
interaction
character,
happens?
And this character, Annihilate, oh wow, Ribbon. Annihilate.
Although I do
This
also think
character-
this is
I
kind
can
of a similar
understand the
choice to what
match pick,
Skeleton
right?
was
Because,
doing
again,
too.
We're fighting a half-moon character.
It's easier to react to jump. Yeah, definitely. Reacting to dash is tough. Like, there's so much that can happen out of a dash. This feels very similar to what Skeleton was doing in, like, throwing out the hit, but Len's far away.
And this
Throw out
character-
some form of hitbox.
Annihilate,
Len
oh,
will
wow,
probably
Ribbon.
end up swinging into it if she swings.
Annihilates half-moon characters as we're gonna see now in the corner.
Yeah, checking dash, like, I mean, in general, a lot of those situations are
usually-
just
oh
like,
my gosh, and the
time
bounce
to
off the
RPS,
hit,
and it's
too.
not, I wouldn't
Fast
even
is
say,
great
like,
combos.
gamble, but, like, it's
Yeah,
just one of
and
those
Aki has a
situations that I
fun
think
case
is
where, like,
tough.
her combos don't do, like,
The kind of thing.
the
It
most
feels
damage,
almost
like,
like
this is-
when
this
stuff
average,
happens in Street Fighter
but,
6
like,
where, like,
if
you
you
really
get
have
a
to
good
rewind a couple
combo with a
interactions
pit
back to
stop,
dissect
it's
what
a
happened.
start.
Oh, a little
Yeah,
tap
no, it's
from
definitely
Council,
really
sounds
hard
alright.
again because her movement is so unique.
Nice anti-air. Yeah, ADP is so good at catching anyone trying to move into that space. It's pretty safe too when it's spaced out.
Yeah. I really like the
Yeah, Queen
attempt with forward
623.
tech.
Safe too when it's spaced
Especially if you're F moon here
I
landing
really
with
like
no
the
recovery here,
attempt
just like
with
ripping
forward
that
tech. You
anti-air
gotta
is so good
enforce
because
early.
like what,
Yeah.
she's got to air
I
dash back.
really like the
And if she does, she's
attempt
not going to be
with
fast
forward
enough to
tech. You
cover
gotta
in for that
enforce early
punish
on that
unless
you're not
she's
gonna sit down on the
hard
soft
calling
top.
that out.
You have to punish me. If you punish me good,
Which
you
is
know,
an
like, I'll
important
respect you.
weakness to exploitive lens, I think,
Unfortunate
is that
Council
her
got a teleport,
horizontal
definitely
movement
trying to
is
set
not
cat there.
fast.
Yeah,
Nice jail off the air situation.
that's huge. He's gonna need one more touch to get into auto heat, and that would be huge for Council this round.
Yeah,
Nah,
lane
gonna get it.
offense.
Yeah, keep it simple. BC. I really like the idea.
I think Council's also just so good at
Down to
rotating
Archer,
the
head
offensive
on.
options to make it really
Yeah.
feel like it is just a lot of
We know the
RPS.
timing to
Like,
bunker.
really,
Definitely lab that one.
it's hard to get a solid
Yeah,
read on,
but
oh,
it's
this
good
player
enough
really
game,
likes
you
going
said
for
it,
like
but that
overhead
fighting,
first
doesn't matter
or
how much you studied for
empty
that.
low first or something like
Just
that.
quick
Just
into
really
low.
good at
Actually,
rotating
that
it.
one wasn't even a fuzzy opportunity because he landed with J2C, but it's so easy to get scared of Len. But bouncing right back is Zay here, 4k damage and the corner.
And what's Len got on defense? It's a jump
getting
out
put
or
in timeout.
3C, and like you're playing at a really good range to avoid 3Cs here.
Timeout.
Like this, I don't right there. I don't even think 3C reaches. I think 3C whips unless the dash
Getting
comes
put
out
in
in time to
timeout.
get hit by it.
Yeah.
Just a
Gotta
good
sit in
check
the
on the
corner.
jump
Yeah,
out.
no bunker. Oh boy. Yeah, I gotta hold these mids. It's just mids, right? It's okay.
Yep.
Another one. I'm sorry.
And like
just
playing
mids
around
and
3C
maybe
is so
throw
important
and
too.
maybe
It's a
hit
lot like playing
detonation.
around
Yeah,
Satsuki
maybe
5
was
or
which
2C.
is like 1.5k to 2k.
Oh, and the
Where like it
preemptive
just
falling air
is
on way
like
to
a
catch
strong
Council. That
defensive
normal hitting on
recovery,
both
but or
sides
defensive
is so
option.
clutch
But
for
yeah,
this character.
3C. I mean, oh my gosh, I've experienced this so much as a
Keeping
3C
Council
masher
locked
for
down while
falling.
from that ribbon.
I will hit 3C and I
Oh,
just
I
feel
know
like an
that
idiot. Like,
4C. 4C is
yeah,
such a big
I'm
one.
an ignorant
And
masher.
catching
Kill
jump
me
attempts,
now. My
super good
bad.
Oh yeah,
Try to
HM
find
shield
one,
not auto counter on the projectiles.
Which I think is why like Council
we saw
uses
that
it
at
so
JC
sparingly
against
too.
Wooden
Is
Work.
it's like if you're not confident it's gonna work, it is kind of high risk.
Come on it. Good block.
Oh, and sick anti-air with that
True,
preemptive
yeah. I mean,
JA.
4C just hits
Yup.
really. I don't know if I would say carry
no
though, in that I
block.
think
Boots
like
is
just
alright,
being a
that's
little
what I
bit
like to see.
slower
Neko
is
and-
pretty huge.
Okay. Careful, the cat is in play.
Like when a lot of
Don't make
buttons
it
are
happen.
4 frames,
Okay.
being 6 frames in particular leaves
Be
you a lot
careful
tighter
about
to just
air
catch a
throw
lot of
there.
stuff. That was
that's a
so
topic,
good
okay.
by Council here. This is just tough to
Be
get away
careful
from.
about air
I
throw.
feel
The
like
cat is
both
in
of you
play.
made like really
Don't make it
strong
happen.
decisions
Okay.
here. It's just like, damn, the ice is
Be
going to be
careful
perfect
about
for
air
that.
throw there.
Oh, that's a huge snipe for Council. Unfortunately, no combo. But we are getting it off this. We're gonna hold a mix up.
Also, like watching for
The
that
tech
in
with the
Max
Neko
is so
makes it
tough
plus.
because she's got the threat of jailing you into fuzzy mix up with arc drive.
Yeah, Council with a nice little shield bait there.
Okay. Now I like the IH. Again,
This is kind of what I was saying earlier that like in for
Yeah,
other
Council
players
with
should
a
do.
nice
I feel
little
like
shield
like
bait there.
you make such strong play here and just being like, yeah, I got 30 seconds.
Now I
Like
like the IH.
sure you got to get the
okay,
hit,
this
but
is
like why
a
force
game-
it when you
in
got a
this type
whole
of
30
matchup,
seconds?
The clock is key. But you're getting hit again, and this is tough. Look, you made like oh gosh, gee.
Oh no, I don't think Council's expecting that to
Lame
cross up
absolute
either.
shenanigans.
Look,
Like I
it's
mean, I
not
guess the
a
round as a
but I
whole
don't think
doesn't
this
pan
is
out, but I
happening.
feel
Still
like
keep
in
it real.
general that was like a strong mentality to have
that
there.
standing low. It's crazy too when you get in that situation against Len. You so want to fear the fuzzy, but just the quick low.
Those
Nice
conversions
air
are so
dash
sick.
cancel. Get that pickup.
Okay.
Yeah,
Come on it.
mix.
It's just a mix-up. Oh, in the loops.
I don't know if I'm ever gonna learn these loops, but it's so
He's
sick
in the
that
meter.
Council's
Right.
got them.
Simple or
Oh,
not.
that's
Nice
right.
block.
Mix-up.
Yeah. Oh, there we
Nice
are.
bait on the
Dude, I
shield.
do-
That was a heads-up play. I gotta steal that. You OS bunker and throw
Oh, there we are.
the, or not
Oh,
bunker,
what
shield
were
counter
you
and throw the ice.
Dude, I've never seen that. What the hell was that?
No, for sure. 20 to 30
Another
seconds
one.
is like way more time than I think a
Oh,
lot of
DJ
people
Khaled, here we go.
acknowledge
Oh,
through
this is
the
the JC
decision
there.
making. It's like There's a lot that can happen in like 20 to 30 seconds
Time.
even in this game.
The anti-air freeze, no combo though.
That was so
Try and
fucked.
use
That
me.
was so
That was-
Yeah, I don't know what's.
freeze, no combo.
Whenever I see this, it's just like
Time.
Melty Blood is
The
a game.
anti-air freeze, no combo though. Try to dash out.
Excuse me.
Like there's
That was-
Yeah, I don't know what's.
there's no blocking that. You
I
gotta.
couldn't tell
you-
what side you were on there, right? Like
It's
you're
like a
facing
guess,
one way, thinking
basically.
Maybe she stole the corner. That happens.
Did
so much in
physics
this
work
game,
the
it's
way that
crazy.
makes sense?
Yeah, he tried, especially versus land. Like, they try to walk out of the corner.
Will Melty Blood
Got
make
hit,
sense? Oh
cross
yeah,
or
for
slash
sure.
stay inside, question mark? We
Just
don't
like
know.
her JC hitting the way it does is so
Yeah,
good
yeah.
at making
Okay,
that happen.
setting
It's
the
crazy.
whole
This
cap-
was so funny.
We don't know.
I love when that happens.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
but
setting
that
the
is coming.
whole cap. Oh my god, fully charged spit.
As they say, I'm
Yeah.
the boss now, detonating the dungeon traps.
Yeah. No. Cat activity.
Damn,
going
that
on
was
right
so
now.
clean.
No. Cat activity going on right now. What a JC!
I like the
Jesus.
preemptive JC
Yeah,
too
way
on
to get
acknowledging
over
that you're
Council's
above line.
positioning there.
I mean, Len's weak point
Another
is
kick.
above
Yep,
her.
Good frame trap.
Yeah, that's the strength of the pit. I mean, Len's got that bufferable command normal to mash out. Such a good way to punish that, and Zay with a perfect.
Her only real
Yeah, this game,
hits
for those
above
who
her
don't know,
thing
you-
is
you don't
going to
really have,
either
like, a
be
buffer on that
2
outside
through
of, like,
6C Ice
buttons,
Flower
like
or
3C, stuff like I think
Air
Len
Throw.
is like one of the most privileged characters, not front if I recall correctly.
that OTG is so nice.
Oh goodness, that's tricky. Yeah, because we now have the heat mode, so we got access to auto spark.
Yep. Access to auto spray,
There
access
is.
to EX anti-air.
Yeah, I love the
That's
ribbon here.
water
This is again the kind of
Yep.
stuff that I think is very similar to
I'll
what
access
Skeleton
auto
was doing well
squares.
against Council, where it's like you
It's
throw out the
EX
hitbox,
anti-air.
challenge them like I
Doesn't
dare
matter,
you to
Zay's
come at
moving
me.
too clean around this.
Oh, too high, yeah.
Yeah, and then just being ready
Another
to shield
good
that.
anti-shield, yeah.
It's like
So,
it feels like a
If you
very
see
similar
Zay's doing those
mentality,
after Council spends his double jump, right?
which
'Cause
I
he
think is
cannot
just
up
like the
those.
strong mentality to approach fighting Lin with,
Yeah,
which
otherwise
is
you have the opportunity
like based
to
around
OS and just
acknowledging that
block the
this
shield
character
counter.
largely has to come at you, and the exception
otherwise you
being
have the
touches like
opportunity to
this,
OS
right? Where
just
like
block the
she's in
shield counter.
position for the ice to hit.
Creative option from Council. I love using the space to get that ice off.
For sure, yeah.
Going on right now. Wow, what a
And
trade.
like mixing between them being
Trade
so
with
important
623A.
because like they're going to cover different
Oh, tragic
ranges,
ground tech.
be more risky or less risky at different points.
It's not gonna be it. Good.
Drift throw, literally plus there.
What a match! Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I love the choice to match. Not letting that happen. I mean, you got.
I think
Aki
I
to
say
help, you
what
have
I
to
was
lose.
about to say anyways, which is like, oh yeah, most players are gonna want back throw in the corner. Mash is so good there, especially when you got good health.
Spade on the bunker. Can't punish there though.
Yeah, being so ready for Len to
Yeah,
fly
so you
at
just
you
build it
is,
up
I
before
think,
it.
like what shows
Yeah. I mean,
makes
Fortress
Len
Authority, you
seem
know how it
like.
is.
I think what exposes
huge.
Len's
Oh,
weakness
that's huge.
and why she's not like top tier because her offense is so fucked.
Nice ribbon there. Dude, I feel it's so frustrating, right? As the land, dude.
Respect the
look at
dodge
that.
attempts,
He could
but,
have killed,
like,
by the way.
not gonna be
Yeah,
the
if
way.
you had that pick up there, it's definitely tough as lane when you see Council trapped in this corner without much defensive options.
like,
Plus
what are
frames
you
galore.
doing?
Zay.
You're trapped.
And a near perfect.
Yeah, no, it's
Zay moves
definitely
up to
super
fast
difficult.
set point.
But I think like it's
Okay,
like a
well,
good
actually, local
general
probably
game
did
plan to
JC.
like start working from, you know. And I think a lot of players
Little
miss
AJ.
that when fighting the character.
Council,
Because I say this a lot about Strive Melee too, where I think the
Nice.
trap is
Punisher.
like you wanting
I
to
love
catch a
choosing
character
the air
like this,
reversal
right?
to get through the pits.
Like a
because
character
that
who's
may-
so shifty at running away,
okay,
moves
okay,
kind of funky.
huge.
It's like so tempting to want to be like, I gotta catch this cat, but then like really
do that a
the
little
cat
bit
has
late,
to
it
catch
is gonna
you
catch that tech
unless
out.
she's got a huge advantage like this.
Oh my gosh.
That is true for sure.
Roll
Yeah,
too
it definitely
far.
helps that
Come on now.
Aki has an option like a 623A.
Council unfazed.
Having that is
Perfect to
definitely
answer
really nice
back.
against a character like
Yeah,
Len.
okay, he needed that round, man.
But like I think the converse
like
of
something
that
happen
is
right
like
now.
what Skeleton was doing with Coma, right? Like Coma
Yeah,
does
but
also
not
have a
enough advantage for a
623A, but it's a
combo.
lot slower.
It's so tough,
And I
right?
think you
But,
see
oh
like
my
a very
God.
similar
I think it's
mentality
when I was
though in
telling
the
you,
way like
Zay waits
I guess
for the double
between
jump, and then
the set
he's always
both
doing
of the sets that
anti-air.
Council
No, you
lost, I
cannot
think you
catch
see
extra.
two ways
Yup, you
of
cannot do that, and now you're
exploiting
back in
the
the same
where
place,
Len
no
has a
burst
lack.
available,
I don't even
no
want to
leader.
say a
This is
weakness,
tough.
but like
Has
her
to
lack
gamble
of a
shield and gets
strength,
it.
right? because I don't want to say weakness because her buttons are still really good and her movement is really shifty, right? Combine both of them, and that's why she's very hard to fight. But like, I think between the way that you're really good at placing the zoning tools, moving away, and being ready for Len's approach, like the other side of that is okay when you don't have all the tools for that. It's like the defensive movement and being ready to challenge when Len might want to make like a preemptive play.
Right, instead of having to box
with like the coma buttons.
You've got more options to play at range, not have to.
I think I was like getting fatigued here. I want to see again what happens for this set. I don't really remember this match very well.
Yeah, just as you say it, taking advantage of that range for that first hit and keeping that range for this pressure. Nice jump snipe.
Dropping the combo was unfortunate. Just a good shield off the situation.
Ooh, I love this round. Yep.
Yeah, and granted, like, what she does is obviously part of her skill because that shit is so hard. But at least as, like, a starting point of how to think about the matchup, I think that's, like, really important. Because, like, knowing and doing, you know, always two different things, but, like, knowing is an important first step.
So far, no EX guards. Trying to get the timing. What up? Wow, what a pickup.
I wonder if, like, if that were me, I would have done shield 236C is what I would want to try in that situation. I don't know if it's good, but it's sure what I would want to try.
I remember my combo damage at least. My last. It's kind of hard to calculate in this game, obviously, because you have different percentage of defense modifiers based on the life.
A way to move under. Oh, unfortunate charge 2C.
Yeah,
what a 2B there.
Drops.
Wow, back to incident. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Was Webb here on purpose as like a call out for this jump habit?
Oh, no. Oh, no. That is one of the things Skeleton's been doing. She's been teching buttons a lot, and Zay caught up the button. What a pickup.
Oh, yeah, that's true, because F-Moon can shield. I forgot about that. Yeah, no, you can shield counter that as F-Moon.
A couple more touches,
I'm so not F-Moon brained, I totally forgot that you can actually just do that. That was just like to call out the jump opportunity there, right?
Wow, back to incident. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Yeah,
oh, no.
multi-scrambles.
That is one of the things Skeleton's been doing. She's been teching buttons a lot, and Zay caught up the button. What a pickup.
I definitely think Skeleton looked frustrated here in like wanting to just dash out off these scrambles.
Yeah, Skeleton holding the...
Because like you got 70 seconds, you don't need to be doing all that. Yeah, I totally forgot. I'm so not F-Moon pill. I picked F-Shion the other day at locals, and I for like 3 games I was like I kept trying to air dodge.
No, I don't think we're going to coma. Oh, wrong moon, guys. Catch, good catch.
Can I get fries?
Oh, we're
bringing these. Get me some fries with cheese. Those Baconator fries kind of hit, bro, but like this character hits harder than that. Oh no!
Skeleton's movement on this character is so clean.
Yo, pick up off the no-tech?
Yeah.
Oh, especially when you got
really good positioning around
Yo,
Reese.
pick up off the no-tech?
Yeah.
She's got to be positioning to catch the landing if she wants to play the game there.
It was all fun and games. It was all fun and games, Chad. Now we get a block.
Nice EX guards.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's a huge reversal option
for this matchup.
Yeah, that is the big thing of this matchup. Blocks the cross-up. Good pickup.
Nice pickup off the low. That's tough to react to.
Yeah, 236C is such a... I was gonna
you
say
seemed like super ready for which side she was going to be on post 236C.
is a big thing in this matchup, and we just saw it there. Full force. Say cannot autopilot anymore.
Yeah, good preemptive button.
One more touch. Oh, missed the DP input. That sucks. Anti-air 2B?
Clean button.
Yeah, covering that with the J7C in case it didn't hit too. Yo, the GAT attempt! Okay.
Yeah, I saw that. Dude, I think this might go. They said it might take a little while. We might see a couple characters here because. Oh, no shield counter!
The call out too. Unfortunate.
Oh, there's a trade.
Interesting. That makes sense, I guess. Yeah, it is. It's definitely really tough to see. I feel like the important thing is like knowing which side she's gonna end up on naturally after the hit, and then like looking to see what's up.
So slow. If she's not taking action against Zay, will still get put in a bad spot just like this.
Positioned with the 2B there, and this was like I think where this character's weakness shows too, is in like defending or like keep maintaining strong positioning in this situation is pretty tough because here strong air option if she wants to contest, and like there's the contest.
Will still get put in a bad spot just like this.
That is the one thing. She does have some counterplay. No, that is fine. But doesn't know the counterplay though.
Block.
You have to shield that move. Nice punish.
Oh, Harold Scott said you don't know the counterplay.
that's
It's like, I'm pretty sure you know, and it's just hard to do in the
Dude,
moment.
No combos. Okay, Reese does have a weird hurtbox also, so not surprised.
Nice movements around the pits. Oh, but yeah, gave up too many frames there.
Nope.
Yeah,
that doesn't
call
work.
out there.
Uh-oh, a little bit of matchup unfamiliarity, and this is same side.
Nice
Oh,
timing.
but the combos? No, she does not.
Oh, not quite.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Akiha a little weird to combo in that spot.
Yeah, that is a hard
So I'm like,
route.
there's no way that
Like,
it's like, oh,
Reese,
you
like,
don't know how to
Fox in
counterplay. I'm
particular.
like, you gotta
Oh,
know,
she
of
killed.
course.
I heard the...
Ah, okay, I didn't know that's how
I
that
think
worked.
she tried to answer our DP and got it.
Never
Yeah,
played
I
a
think
negative
so.
edge character long enough.
Like, Fries is such a fun character because...
I guess when I do, I'm usually
Chat,
playing
you
H
can go
Nero,
in right now,
who can't
even
hold
if
a
you have
shield.
never played Multibot and like learn a B&B for this character. You do A, B, C, 2, 3, 6, A, and that is your combo. And that does a
Yeah,
ton
that
of
makes
damage.
sense.
Simple as
Does
that.
more damage than some other characters' B&Bs.
Yeah, as simple as that. Careful. Ooh,
Yeah,
I
just
thought
have to
that was
defend
defend
this
this character, call out
I wonder
situation.
if they can DP, cancel, you know, like empty cancel the on
I'm
that
gonna
side
skip
overhead.
through, I think, past the F Reese games.
I
I don't think, I don't know how much
I understand his thought
there's
process.
gonna
Good
be
luck in that
to really
overhead.
break down. I feel like it's pretty
Oh, this is gonna
normal
hurt.
decision making and stuff, and then it ends up being
If you do.
like, yeah, you can pick Hime.
And,
What is Reese gonna do?
Do you know how to do
Yes, it is.
Oh yeah, no, I think you're right.
This
Like, I
is
think that
definitely
is
a
just like a
counterplay.
really good
This is
counterplay
like
option to
matchup.
have there,
Low-key,
and she
IP,
definitely
I'm sorry,
represented
but,
that
like,
she's so
yeah.
ready for that.
This matchup is.
This matchup's
really,
fucked though.
really
I think,
rough.
wow, I literally
Yeah,
said
that's not
that.
gonna work at that range.
I said that.
Well, again, her hurtbox is kind of weird. In the sense that the dress itself
Yeah,
is not a
slow
hurtbox.
buttons and movement
Yeah,
into
when she's in the
Hime,
air, her legs, they
not
look like
the
they're there,
best
they're not
time.
Yeah, she's a ghost. Here we go.
Damn.
Good
Yeah, I
block.
guess that makes sense. And then like the situation after is still pretty
Dude,
good
that
for
was
Reese.
tricky. Nice, confirmed.
Yeah.
I think
Dude, I'm
what
a
does
fan
still
of
make
the
it a bit
Venom
challenging is
Venom.
just
This
all
is
the other
weird.
aspects of the matchup. Like,
I'll try to.
This is the kind
outside of
Hime
having
that's
the
needed
option
in
of that to
streets
call
for a
out the
minute,
pit,
you know, when people are
then, like,
Hime top one, Hime
defending
top
the pit
one,
pressure
we
stuff,
got
but,
someone
like,
picking
yeah.
up that mantle.
Yeah, someone had to do it.
and this is like
And
such
then,
a strong
dude,
counter
this is
pick
what I
against
really
Reese
like about
too.
this type of match when it's two players with a lot of characters, because yeah, we have these
Like,
like little mind
Reese is
games
gonna be
now.
down vacuum.
Skeleton
Because
has a
what do you
counter
know?
pick for Akiha, and now is struggling, and they may force the reset.
Huge plus frames. Oh, nice call.
Basically what
block on
Reese
that
has to
overhead.
do.
Nice hit confirmed here.
Yeah. And go to the reset.
Yeah, they're able to switch. Production has told me that the champion, Cena Naya,
New skeleton slash.
Skeleton, with
Oh yeah, hype stage. Actual boss stage.
okay, this is the stage for Shin Grand Finals. Good anti-air.
6, 2, 3.
Right back at
Entire,
you.
entire. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we call it Kirby back right back at you, man.
Okay, so
Full
we're
anime
starting
right now.
off with like very patient pressure.
Oh, you know that's kind of cheap because the pits are there.
Yeah, I know
mean,
she's a really big
Nice
fan of
movement though.
trying to use
Yep,
that
time to
JC.
guess.
Sick block.
And that 2A is not a low, it is a mid. It's not like Tagumina, it's
I
the
don't
same
know if that
animation.
combo's
with the low
real
in that
enough
game.
to know if that's a drop or not.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, after all these years, right?
Ooh,
Oh,
is
that's
that
great.
J2C
Yeah,
for
after all
her? Or
these
is that
years,
her
right?
JC? That was such like a good preemptive button there.
Low in that game.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, after all these
I
years,
am a
right?
little bit surprised that there's the choice to chase in the air.
Good movement by skeleton.
What a JC.
But I guess
out.
as Nane, you've got good enough buttons to try and create
But
an uncomfortable
Skeleton was gonna
situation.
have-
That
Why
burst
we
definitely felt
bursting?
like a frustration burst. Like there's,
But
she's
Skeleton
got to
was
know
gonna have-
better, but
Why are we
that definitely
bursting here?
feels like
We
it's
know
I
better than
just
this,
need to
friend.
get this out of my system.
It looks like
Yeah.
a little bit of a frustration burst.
Yeah, that was definitely a frustration burst. And this matchup is actually frustrating because, like, yeah, you have a good DP, but
Interesting. Okay, yeah, that
they
makes
really have
sense.
to meet you.
It definitely,
you
I
have
think
a
I
DP,
started saying
but
this here too, where it definitely feels like
Zay
you're
doesn't
really
have to
playing
meet
around
you
with the
with
threat of
buttons.
DP.
Oh, nice dash block.
Yeah, I mean, Zay doesn't have to hit you at all as we
Oh, it
saw
air
there. That
stalls
hit
her too.
Does so much
Interesting.
work
Okay.
and baits the DP right there.
Exactly. Oh, my god,
Yeah, Nani
Melty Blood
JC so
actors
nice.
again with the reverse hitbox.
Super fun button.
Oh, nice up back
Love
JC.
using that button on H Nania.
Come on, Nigasana, it's time to set it up.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's the DP.
That's actually crazy at
Come on,
this hit.
Nigasana, it's time to set it up. Oh, and there's the DP into cancel. Yes,
I would
you
not
can
have
make the
expected
DP
that.
save on block. For those at home that
good
don't know,
blocks.
they're very fair and honest character. For those at home that don't
I
know,
like
they're very
this option here
fair and
until
honest
she
character.
air dashes forward. Because I feel like you've represented this pattern on defense
the
a lot.
DP save on block. For those at home that don't know,
Where like, yeah,
very
stall
fair
in
and
the
honest
air, get a
character.
sense of how your opponent's trying to trap, and you're really good at choosing to super jump out when your opponent wants to trap you for being a little more passive.
Oh,
Like
punching
this
back
was
is with
100%
honest
like,
character.
okay, yeah, because
block.
what does air dash accomplish
For
there?
those
It's if
at
you're
home that
playing a
don't
little more
know,
defensively, right?
they're very fair and honest character.
And could also just be like a missed spacing thing, but like, yeah, the choice to escape
Oh,
vertically
no.
there.
They're very fair and honest
I'm a little
character.
surprised that we saw the air dash option because yeah, now you're out.
Oh, punching the back.
Unless it was
no fair and
because
honest character.
Nania is so fast and very good at chasing this down
Oh, punching the
anyways.
back with no confirm.
Check.
What a shield. Oh, the Momiji missing. Yeah, it was definitely a weird angle there. So, wow, nice DP.
DP out of blocks are tough sometimes too.
Yeah, there it is.
Wow, nice DP.
Yeah, I see what
DP
you
out of
mean
blocks
too,
is
like going for these subtle baits
tough sometimes
with
too.
just like the J8 in the
Sure.
corner because like what's the threat unless they get you?
DP out of blocks are tough sometimes too.
Okay, trying to boxing Zay.
DP out of blocks are tough sometimes too.
I guess you can maybe look for like the grounded anti-air if
DP out of
someone's doing
blocks are tough
something like this
sometimes
here,
too.
or just look for get.
Okay, trying to boxing.
But yeah, threat of air dashing
out of
out of the
blocks are
corner is
tough
probably what
sometimes
she's
too.
trying to cover.
Okay, trying to boxing Zay. Zay forces his way out. And again,
Yeah,
Skeleton
frustration
text
text,
buttons,
probably.
And Zay is pressing, so you're getting counter hit.
That's funny actually. But that makes sense. I
Nice
feel like
the
she's.
air
I
shield
can
here.
recall her
She's
doing the
shielding
same
for her
thing.
life. DP again. What a
Right, like
good
not being
block
too
over there.
eager to get out of the corner, but playing
Oh,
your
what a
defense
challenge
from
we
the
have for
perspective
there
of
for
like
that.
how is the opponent moving to trap me.
Again, a huge headbox. And there's the what I was talking. You don't even have to. Are you kidding me?
Here, Josh, just turn
You're not
around.
dead. You're not dead. You're not dead. Because it's Akiha.
Yep.
10 seconds, no fire. 2 A's gonna do it.
Yeah, that 2A, it might not be a low, but it does hit just barely high enough to catch that.
Yeah. It's funny. Naya doesn't have like true.
Barely high enough to
I'm
catch
trying to
that.
see like what
Yeah.
she's doing in neutral here. Like I see the
Yeah, that
slashes
2A, it
here,
might not
right?
be a low, but
Trying
it
to be
does
like,
hit just
okay, yeah,
barely high enough to
even
catch
with
that.
ribbon and stuff,
Yeah.
you're not coming into my
Funny, Naya
airspace.
doesn't have like true Oki after earth throw, but yeah, like
Looking
he
to
can
see how you're
gamble
gonna
his way,
approach,
like,
and
really
now,
well.
yeah, putting up the fort, making the burden
Yeah, I
on
mean, it is
Nania.
taking a risk, but he can't hit you.
Well,
I'm curious, how does Nani teleports go against your character? I don't know the teleports well enough to know exactly what the options would be from them or where they're going to place him relative to where you can place pits. I guess I'd imagine that if she chooses the tracking teleport, which goes above you, that's probably being above F Akiha while she's got stuff up probably isn't
Yeah,
where
I
you
mean,
want
it
to
is
be.
taking a risk, but he can't hit you.
that's
Okay, that makes
huge.
sense, yeah. And
Skeleton
like
is gonna
that's
get maxed,
just
so
being
she's
above F
probably gonna
Akiha, she's
challenge
got
in
pits
this
out,
knockdown.
probably
What are we
just
gonna do,
rough, huh?
Azay? We're gonna respect. I really like that option. Good, try to get out of. What are we gonna do, Azay? We're gonna respect. I really like that option. Good.
And I think this characterizes a lot of what's going on too. Yeah, it makes sense. Ground teleport in general, it's just always in my mind as like, oh, that's just a big risk all the time. And like, even if it doesn't whiff, it's like, okay, you burned 100 bar for something kind of unreliable. I think if I saw it, I'd be like, we don't need to be doing that right now.
Challenge in this knockdown.
This feels like it's another key point of
Yeah, I
what
mean, it is
like you're
taking a
doing
risk, but
well
he can't hit you.
in this
That's
matchup
huge.
as well
Skeleton
is
gonna
like
get maxed, so she's probably gonna challenge in this knockdown. What are we gonna do, Azay? We're gonna. Skeleton is gonna get
oh, it
maxed,
might
so
have been
she's
right
probably
here.
gonna challenge in this knockdown. What are we gonna do, Azay? We're gonna respect. I really like that option.
Yeah, right there. Where like Skeletons represented the JC a lot, which looks like a
We're
play
gonna challenge in this
meant to
knockdown. What are
catch
we
you
gonna do,
going
Azay?
for
We're gonna respect.
like
I
a
really
quick
like that
air to
option.
air or a low commitment anti-air, like a 5A or something. but instead, like, you're getting better positioning by just choosing to not gamble on anti-airing or not, like, not play into the scramble, basically, by trying to immediately get the hit, and instead just getting positioning because you make someone block, and that's just a pretty stable situation.
Skeleton works out for her. Gotta be aware now.
Especially when you've got a lead against Nania health.
Right now. Oh, catching the back.
Yeah, just too far to convert.
That is the Nania life, right? The 2B reaches like further than the 5C.
Yep. Right, that makes sense. Like, it would just be a hit. Taking the risk to get your hit for, like, reward that you don't need, nor is it particularly strong.
No win right now.
Cards.
Block. Yes, guard.
Yeah, and I guess this is kind of hard to trap your escape here, too. It does look like she's swinging the JC a bit much, maybe just trying to, like, figure out what to do. Like, it feels like there's a background thought process going on that's not fully showing itself in the play here.
Block. Yes, guard. Force. No win right now.
Maneuvering around the ribbon, but not the JC.
That's right.
That's another thing that I think is like a really strong pattern you had throughout this run was like this type of JC of like where a lot of characters are not going to have great tools for hitting up there. You throw out that JC, and it's like when someone is leaving the ground, that is going to be a good situation for you.
No win right now.
Maneuvering around the ribbon, but not the JC.
Height. Naturally, that makes a lot of sense. I actually haven't watched that much of Goichi's Hakiha, so I'm not too familiar with what the similarities would be.
She tried to move, but Zay detonates the pit, saying, you gotta sit down.
Right, like in general, it sounds like just playing really defensively to beat players trying to play aggressively.
Hey, we're sticking with an Anaya.
Like knowing that someone probably wants to hit you,
I don't want to say
so you do the thing that beats someone trying to hit you.
Is it that tough?
Yeah, I think, well, I mean, Koma does have some struggles against this character, right? You don't have that DP to fight back on defense.
Yeah, like the Nania DP.
Interesting, that makes sense.
What a JA.
Because yeah, the Rising JAs definitely make sense. I feel like the only button that really hits vertically there is going to be something like maybe a Mech JB or a Ryogi JC. The buttons that hit like exceptionally high up. Kohaku JB probably.
He's like, I don't need to meet you.
Yep.
The pit will do it for me.
Where like all the buttons that kind of cover that vertically are pretty exceptional.
And that is going to be the round.
Yeah, Skeleton hasn't been punished, but holding that shield, people will try to 2A.
Right,
but
yeah.
Zay knows better.
Nania, like, similar kind of angles that Len covers. That JA is definitely so nice, but just, like, not right there. The DP anti-air, I feel like, especially on characters that have it, when I'm playing characters that have it, it's something I really... I tunnel it on it to a fault, but it definitely is a thing that I feel like is a really core strength for those characters, because, like, it's a very reliable option in this game. It's very hard to commit to shielding those if you're on the receiving end.
I literally cursed him, I am so sorry.
Oh my gosh, and somehow slipped out there?
The 2A that we talked about. No, yep. I literally cursed him.
Yeah, there's that same
sorry. That we talked about.
Movement,
No.
Defensive scouting with neutral jump. Same pattern of trying to trap the horizontal escape, but you're not really biting on this and making the right play of the ground escape.
Oh my gosh, and somehow slipped out there?
This is crazy that this force block here. I didn't even notice this before. Like, hold on.
Oh my gosh.
What a situation.
I literally cursed him. I am so sorry.
Oh my gosh, and somehow slipped out there?
Like, damn. Melty Blood is a game. Yeah, you see that? Oh, I thought you were listening to actually.
To the air unblockable pit.
Cursed him. I am so
like right
sorry.
Oh my gosh, and somehow slipped out there?
Yeah, I think it was like weird collision box with the air dash, but yeah, oh my gosh.
speechless, man.
We're running out of time.
Yeah, this is bad right
Yeah,
now.
this is
You
tough.
have to- I
And
mean,
it
you're
feels
gonna
like
get
there's a
match
little
points
bit of
because
mental
even
defeat
Naruto gonna
too
get hit.
on the skeleton end at this point. We're
And
seeing
Zay up
options that
2-0.
don't
Do we
feel
believe
like
in this Nania?
characteristic of the player.
Go
I
back
don't,
to one of the more
I don't
tested
think
here.
I don't think being close to the router is doing it right now. We're gonna have to go coma.
Because it feels like right here when she's even thinking,
No,
like I know
yeah.
her F
But
coma
does
is
she-
real,
or stay-
but it feels
Even
like
if
a
it's
thought
bad
of like,
matchup,
damn, I
this
really
is a
don't know
combo
what kind of
character, right?
advantage to express in this
Sometimes
situation.
a bad matchup might be hard, but like you're so strong at this character. You are the best C coma in
And like
planet Earth,
you're
right?
already doing such a good job of just like making your movements really
Where are we
shifty.
in
But I
planet
do
Earth?
think that there
You-
is
you're
one thing
so
that
strong at
wasn't
this character. You are the
capitalized on in
best
this
C
set that
coma
you are
in
representing
planet
as a
Earth, right?
pattern
So-
now that we're watching it back, and it is this, right? This double jump 8 in the corner has happened almost every time, and it is like pretty safe overall, but I think it is just worth
What are we
noting
gonna
as
do
like
right
a
now?
note to be mindful of in the future, that
Right
it
now,
is
look at that.
something that someone could catch on
Immediately
to,
starting off,
that it's
neutral tech
been
side,
like a
that's
really
good test.
locked in habit,
Oh,
you
missing
know?
that goal throw, that is huge. And setting up, and this set is nasty because it lets you get a charge pit.
Yeah, and
You
I
see
think
there,
it's
you're
like
gonna
still
high
worth
low.
challenging someone to exploit it, but I think like being aware of the fact that it's been
Oh, nice.
like
That's
such a
behind here.
locked in habit definitely
Careful, that
like
goal throw
is
is-
the
yeah,
first step
scary.
in priming
Classic
yourself to
skeleton
make the
setup.
adaptation when it counts. If someone starts adapting,
Oh, okay. I mean, that works better for her, right?
Yep.
Danger! Yeah!
yeah,
Giant-
I didn't even know you could set that up like that. I thought that was
I
gonna be
love
like
it.
too early.
Okay, where's my emote? I got it. I got it, chat.
Missed shield counter, so sad.
Dive kick cutting through the offense here.
We got scrod grab.
I gotta
for the
do
win.
this again with like a midweek top 8 or something. Midweek top 8's
Oh,
been
God.
pretty good lately.
I mean, they can still make this
think also,
happen. I mean, we've
like,
seen all the clutch comebacks.
certain
Oh,
players
not
that'll be
this
like
time,
good to
though.
have
Yak
like
shield.
broader range of footage too.
Okay, check.
Yeah.
There
Oh,
is
with
the
the
punish.
Multi-shield,
One
unfortunately.
too many.
Yeah. I mean, she's been
Just
getting
like
away
not
with
realizing
those
that
ult
was gonna
shields,
be a
so I
multi-shield
don't,
attempt.
Yeah.
That was such a sick call
I mean,
out.
she's
Was
getting- she's
this
been getting away
reaction
with
jump to the
those ult
flash?
shields, so I don't,
Because that is just that you can react on the flash,
Good.
right?
Good play there by Zay. I mean, man, we're almost there. We're almost done with the job. You gotta just clean it up a little bit. Not looking bad right now, except the part where you got hit, and now you gotta guess.
Not quite. That tech is
Yeah.
stable.
Rekka. Anti-air 2-2A. No, missing the pickup. It's huge, though. Oh, text
Yeah,
bomb,
that
text
makes
bomb
sense.
again.
It definitely
You're in a
felt
rough
like she was
spot, and
kind
the shield
of
gets baited.
really
No
trying to
chance.
navigate what she
Command
wants to do.
grab.
Because I think in general, just by the fact
She had
that
to
we
make a play.
saw
What a match from
multiple
Zay.
characters this bracket,
Yeah, I
feels
feel
like
Skeleton is,
really trying to figure out who
she's
she
playing
wants to commit to
her
for this kind
autopilot,
of
her
high stakes
layer one,
setting.
And Zay is like not
Or
digging
high
in, like,
pressure
he's
setting.
punishing properly. And
Oh yeah,
Skeleton
for
has to,
sure. And
you know,
I think
on
it's
herself
like
right now,
something
be
we
like,
see a
can't
lot
do this right
in
now.
exactly
He's
cases
calm,
like
so, like,
this, right?
tendencies,
Where like
okay, good,
what
good,
matters
started
so
off.
much is
Bouncy
being
kick.
comfortable on your character and
Oh,
making the
nice
right
reaction.
plays.
Oh, nice defensive option there.
But also, I do think
I mean,
that
Zay
there
just
is
playing
a
really
point
well around what Chroma
that
has
we
to
are
do here,
reaching
and yeah, has to
where,
force some
like,
offense.
you
Zay
do
not
see
letting
the
it happen.
struggle of a character
It's a
like
determined point
C
for Zay. I
Coma,
think we haven't
where as
said
much
it
as he's
yet.
got strengths and being rewarded
that's
for
true.
making good
At 3-0
decisions,
would be kinda nasty with
the like
Skeleton.
lack of
Oh, it is
strong
already 3-1
access
or
to the
2-1?
good,
2-1,
to
sorry, yeah,
like
it was
a strong
No, I
enforced
think it's
play,
upset, right? It's 2-0.
Oh, is it 2-0?
shows a
Oh,
lot
shit.
more
It is
against
2-0.
the stronger characters in the cast too.
Oh,
And
that's
yeah,
a goal.
definitely,
Okay. Two
definitely
hits
looking
will do
like
it for Zay.
we're
What
gambling our
command
life away
grab, we
here a
needed
little
that.
bit.
Careful. Oh goodness, the red has 30 seconds on the clock. We can still play a little bit of Melty, but it's up to Zay right now to make the plays. There is one hit, one touch, and she'll do it. Be careful.
Oh, but it's also one touch for Zay.
Oh yeah, for sure. The one will do it for both. 10 seconds on the clock. Zay, can you do it again? Do it again!
Huge cat! It's
That's
not
not
gonna
it.
be enough
That's
though.
not it.
Needs one more touch.
Yep. And then
This chip, the chip,
Knock this
the
out.
chip.
unescapable.
Yeah, no.
Oh, but the heat! Just in time in the cat!
Sick.
This-
Yeah, I feel like this
Zay,
was
one
worth
bit of
reviewing.
Melty.
I think like
Or
even
Zay
though like we're
to the
seeing here
skeleton.
like a lot
Oh,
of
it
the
is
stuff that
already
feels like
3-1
it's
or
not the
2-1.
most to break down
Oh,
because
2-1,
there's a
sorry,
lot
yeah.
of frustration plays. I think what we also see is a lot of like what won you this bracket in a lot of places here was like really stable defense, solid play, and overall like the game
30
plan
seconds on the
of
clock. We can still play a little bit of Melty, but
playing this
it's up to Zay
very
right now to
defensive
make the plays.
game.
There is one.
Even though but I
We'll
do
it
think
for
that
Zay. What?
this is something that if other
it is
people come
already
back and
3-1
look back at
or
this,
2-1.
we'll have to
2-1,
find
sorry.
ways to exploit that.
No,
But I
I think
think
it's
like
upset,
it works
right?
both
2-0.
ways, right? Where
2-0.
now that we've
It is
uncovered
2-0.
some of the patterns too, like it makes it
Oh,
easier to
that's a throw.
figure out,
Okay.
okay, if someone
2 hits,
adapts to it,
we'll
what do I do about
for Zay.
this?
What? Command grab. We needed that.
Sick.
Careful.
Appreciate you sticking through
miss.
for the whole
You're right,
time. I
that's
might have to call you
30
next
seconds on
time.
the
We
clock.
can
We can
get
still
voice
play a
on
little bit
here.
of Melty,
Wasn't
but
sure
it's
about
up to
setting
Zay
that
right now to
all
make
up
the
this
plays.
time,
There
but
is one
maybe next
hit.
time.
One touch and she'll do.
Feel like review like this, maybe doing this a little more frequently will be productive. That makes sense. I think it probably cuts like every way now. I've been saying this for a minute about this game, but I think, or at least for like a few months, but I think it's definitely been proven within the last year or so that everyone in the scene is touchable right now. You know, like no one is immune at present. It's definitely possible for everyone to lose a set in bracket or outside of bracket. It's just gonna be a lot of who's on their game that day for the set, making the right adaptations, and I think like most of what enables that is setting yourself up to potentially do that, right? Oh yeah, for sure. I think I'm gonna try and be more organized about it next time. This was kind of like I thought about doing this earlier, and I was like, yeah, I should do this while I've got it on the brain.
Oh,
But yeah, I'll
also
definitely
one
hit you
touch
up
for
next
Zay.
time. Probably later this week. I'll do maybe both midweek top 8s. We'll have to see. Because last month's midweeks were really good. Especially, I think midweek 26 was a really exceptional one to watch. I would probably want to look over the set of Jog Gear Dragon that happened before top 8 for that one too. But yeah, I'll probably wrap it up here for now. Thanks for watching. This will go up on YouTube later, probably, if people want to watch it back. Yeah, no, midweek 26 in general was like a crazy good midweek. Yeah, probably gonna watch that top 8 back later this week. I'll let you know so we can figure this out. But I'm out for now. See ya.